What the fuck is up, party people? My name is Mystery, and welcome back to another episode of the NCL Podcast. I am joined once again by my co-host, my beloved Red Bull drinker on his work trip. Had to still show up. James, say hello.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
And we're joined by our other co-host, the People's Champ, Season 9 champion as well, our GOAT, Jamal.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. And we were joined
Let's
by...
not forget the honorable Season 7 champ.
Who?
True.
Jamal.
Truly the champion.
Yeah, you're right.
In our hearts.
Should have been, but his vaunted rival is back again, so he'll have to vanquish him one more time. But we are also joined, of course, by Season 3 champion and good friend Tristan. Say hello.
Hi.
Hello. All right. We are fucking back, chat. So, we are doing the power rankings today. We're doing them as we go, so this is not, we don't have them pre-done. We're going team by team, and we're only sticking with D1 because it's already, 8:47 Central Time, and these fucking take, almost 3 hours, so...
We are going to do D2, though.
Yeah, D2 will be done, whenever Grace is done. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not going to, promise it, but... Yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, I appreciate you. If you're in the chat right now, shout out to you. But let's get this shit underway. First up, we have Jamal. Do we want to start elsewhere, or do we want to work our way?
Let's do R4.
Let's start with time.
Let's do what?
Let's do R4 last.
Okay, fine. Do you want to go? Do you want to go times up, or do you want to go?
Good times up. It's
Okay.
a little different.
We'll start with times.
Oh, amazing.
So, for
Get it out of the way.
For the people listening at home, we have Darmji,
Did you
Tara.
tell them- Sorry about that. Did you tell them the special thing we're doing with this pod?
What, with awards?
No. Well, spoilers. With the Grace stuff.
Oh, right. So, a special little treat for everybody. If you watch this pod live, you have 3 hours after the end of this podcast and after the end of the D2 podcast, if you're in D2, to do extra changes. So if you watch this pod and you notice something wrong with your team and we point it out, you're going to have 3 hours extra from when this pod ends to make any changes to your team. So we're giving you one last opportunity before you have to use a ticket to get any changes in. Because people have always complained about, we criticize their teams right after Grace ends, so we'll give you one last chance before schedules come out. So
Yeah, Times, keep that in mind. Oh, because
Yeah.
your team needs it.
Times, please listen up, bro. Listen up. Anyway, we got Tara Darmji, we got Lando I, Glow King, Meowscarada, Midauscarada, Tara Hoopa Unbound, Tapu Fini, Z Infernate, Skarmory, the humble 7-point Hitmonlee, Miltank, and Mega Ampharos. James, I feel it's... Actually, you know what, Jamal? We have to start with you. Your vaunted rival Times.
What you... Nah, bro. My rival can't be dropped in, this garbage league. Nah, bro. Oh, my goodness.
I don't even... Where do you even start with Times team, man?
Well, first off, we got the double monkey core. Let's...
True.
Like that part. But...
We got 2 Terra captains that fill the same function on a team.
I'm just saying, why does Times draft look like Taylor's draft after he loses 10 bets? That's my issue.
Yeah. This is Taylor's team after 3 Pokemon he didn't want to draft and getting sniped 5 times.
Exactly. But anyway, let me just start with the biggest issue here that I have. I look at this team, listen, I've seen some bad teams, and I'm and the biggest thing though, even on bad teams I've seen in the past, they at least have this one crucial part, and that's a star player, the leader of the squad, the captain, whatever you want to call it.
The LeBron,
you look at this
the
team,
LeBron of the team.
Exactly, you look at this team, you're like, man, who is the captain? They looking lost. It's looking like you got all these people, all these Pokemon just from random places. You just picked them up from the from the streets. You're like, don't worry, bro, I'm gonna adopt you. I'm gonna get you right. Nah, you're not getting any of these right. This is a ragtag team. They looking lost. Where's the captain? Who is it? It's supposed to be a Ferde? Tapu Fini? Lando I? Oh no!
And you had the
no,
wheel
no.
pick. You had the wheel pick to like go build like a a nice top part of the team, and then surround it with your
Exactly.
typical times mons. That'd been fine. Like I know. Look, if you're the wheel, you're basically guaranteed to not get Glow King because like he's not going to come back essentially round 5. But if that's who you really want to use, so be it. But it cannot be Meowscarada that you pair with it. I'm sorry, it just can't. Like then just trade down. Like it's. I just don't get it. I don't understand.
That's what I'm saying. Like it just, I don't know, man. It's like Harry said it. Unfortunately, this Times team can probably win a couple of games here and there, but this shit sending him to D2. He can win 2 games and then drop the D2 afterwards because he has a lot of just like stat mods. G Darm can hit hard. Terra Hoopa is like, Terra Hoopa is strong with Terra Dark. That's what you're mostly gonna be running. You guys see it Faraday. We see how good that, Tristan showed how good that mod was with C last season. So it's like, he got some hard-headed mods, but it's like the defense, it's like, Glow-K look at the whole squad. He's like, oh, heck no. He's like, no way. I'm supposed to hold it down defensively every week. His back is gonna hurt.
Yeah.
He's gonna need a doctor. And then remover Feedy, Skarmory, and I guess Hitmonlee.
Yikes.
Alright, so Lando I's gonna be the one needing that removal. He's like, please, bro, them rocks are gonna put me in range of every attack on against the opponent.
I want to say as well, this team is not. It's not even good by Times' like general standards. I feel like because a lot of these Pokemon are extremely simple in one note. Like Lando I, Darmg, Skarmory, you're not doing anything creative with these guys. Nothing. They're running the same thing every week. It's gonna be Lando I runs coverage, sometimes agility, sometimes nasty plot. Darmg 4 attacks, maybe Choice Scarf, maybe Choice Spam. Probably Choice Scarf because speed is insane nowadays. Skarmory, he's gonna be forced to set hazards most games because who else is gonna do it? Lando and Fernape? Miltank? Are you bringing him to the game?
Hold on, Miltank gonna hold it down.
Is he gonna hold it down?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to hold down my.
He's
my
holding his
luck.
team
I'm
down.
sick.
That's all I know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan. James, do you have any thoughts on the team? Otherwise, you can start off with Kyle's team for the next round.
I'll just say this about this team: if the 2024 Pistons were made into a Pokemon team, this would be it.
Coiners Detroit Pistons.
Yeah, Koinu's Detroit Pistons. Also, for people that don't know sports, if any of you guys watched Endgame, very popular movie, and all of the heroes are coming out of like the Doctor Strange portals, this is like the opposite of that. If like every Marvel villain banded together and made a Pokemon team, this is what this would look like. This is some dog shit. Moving on.
Yeah, I think we're good. So next up, I guess for now, we do have to put Times here. I don't anticipate him staying here long, but Times, take your screenshot now, buddy. So
Yeah.
Next
He's like, I've never been here before.
For good reason.
Next up, we have young Kyle with Kiram. I can't say his name. Tinglu, Deoxyspeed, Goldengo, Terra, Ogerpon Terra Iron Hands, Mega Pidgeot, Aloe, Muck, Wigglytuff, and Z Torracat.
Harris got you in the chat.
Thank you,
I appreciate you, Harris. So I'm not a huge fan of this team, but I know James is, so I'd like him to start, and then we can work our way around. So James, take it away.
I really like this team. I think it's a hazard stack team with Kieran Black, Ogerpon, which is really cool. You force the hazards to stay up with a well-played Goldengo, Alamomola to facilitate, and it's really cool too because you have slow pivot into Iron Hands, as well as phasing with Team Lu while you set up your hazards and slowly chip down a team. The only thing that I will say that I agree with Mystery on when we were talking about it is I don't super love the Pidgeot here. I don't think it's the worst thing ever. I think I like it a little bit more than Mystery does on this, but
Really?
I don't think it just supports that. Like, I just don't think Pidge is like supported amazingly well on this team. I do get why it's here. I just think there might have been a possibly different option for them to go, even though I am Pidge's strongest soldier. So, and Kyle's using it, so I think it'll do well, and I will hold my head high. But I love this team for Kieran Black. That is my biggest thing. Yeah, this is the funnily enough. Usually we always talk about how, like, wanting so much removal and shit for Kieran Black, but I just love it feels like this team is just gonna force a lot of Pokemon to be at half a lot of the game. Iron Hands breaks well, Ogerpod pairs well with it, and I think Kieran Black's gonna be really cool on this team.
I just not a fan. I actually think this team is like quite bad. It has the tools. I think like Hazard Stack plus Goldengo's obviously, you know, this is a second grader could figure out what this team wants to do, which is part of the problem as well. I think it's pretty straightforward on like what these guys are doing. Dio's like the most creative mod here. Maybe Iron Hands or Kieran Black you can throw in like the creativity pool, but most of these guys are kind of doing their job and you know, clocking out at the end of the day. There's not a lot of depth in a lot of this. I think this is like the worst Pidgeot team I've ever seen. There is no removal outside of Pidgeot himself. And for as much as we shit on Beedrill, who I know Harris, who loves this team, would shit on Beedrill to hell and back, criticizes it because it's weak to hazards. Well, at least you can draft a team that gets rid of hazards. This can't, unless you're running Defog Pidge, and I don't think you want to. Because I'm not saying Beedrill would be good on this team, Harris. I'm saying in general, the reason people criticize Beedrill is hazards. And if we're going to do that, then we need to criticize Pidgeot because he has no place. And he will get worn down immediately. There's no removal. And, like, I just don't understand why Pidge of all Pokemon? Why are we getting a flying type that can't wear boots on a team with no removal? If you want to do, like, boot spam, that's fine. But I don't like this team. I think it's got pieces, and it's definitely going to do well because it's Kyle, but I don't think the team itself is built well. I think it's like, I don't know. It's a mediocre team to me. I think it has a lot of flaws. It has really strong upside, but also really low downside. So, yeah, that's my thoughts. How about Jamal, you take this one?
Yeah. Nah, I'm like, okay. I saw Harris say in the chat, and I think I think Harris put it perfectly. I agree, Mystery, in the sense of like, I don't like it if Kyle's trying to play this like more of a balance type of game. Like, it's gonna be hard for Kyle to play a slow game because of the removal just being non-existent. We not counting Pidgeot, but. But on the flip side, if he's trying to play this offensively, like we just like play straight up HO every week, we going crazy, then I think then I really like the team because, you know me, Garrett Black, my GOAT, you know, he's like perfect in the sense of like he can like use his, I always say, you know, he has such crazy stat lines for his offense to the point where you could just, even if to be bulky as hell, make him eat every single attack that you want, and then like trade with like a key piece of your opponent's team, and then, you know, Kieran Black could be doing 90% against the opponent's team. Then he has the Oxygen Speed to follow up with that. He has make a Pidgeot that can follow up, Teal Ogerpod that gets the speed boost. So it's like, you know, offensively, I like it in that sense where it's like, because then it's like the houses are not going to matter that much. And then like even Iron Hands with Terra, if there's like a tough matchup, it can Terra into like a key type defensively, so that it can get off a strong attack. So I like it for that. So it's like, and obviously, you know, I know we're not like ranking the team based off a player, but at least for like, it is key to mention like Kyle's a more offensive player, so I feel like the team will be able to like function well. I agree in the sense like if we gave this to like, you know, Lil Timmy, if we gave this to the you know, average draft league player, then we gonna see this team go like, you know, 5-5 or something, like, you know, 4-6 or so, you know, just the really record.
Right,
But
right.
I think because of the player, you know, I would say there's like definitely a Kyle Pacific team.
Right, and that's what I'm saying is that, like, in general,
Yeah.
I think Kyle will do well. I'm not doubting him. I believe that Kyle will, you know, as long as he gives a fuck, which is, you know, a question at this point. I'm not sure how much he actually cares, but if he does care, then obviously he's going to do well. But if I'm ranking the team objectively, I just don't. I think it just has a lot of flaws, and
Yeah.
like,
I agree with that.
playing one speed is not necessarily like, you know, playing fast games is fine, but you like having the option to play different speeds and like have flexibility does matter a little bit. And I don't know. I think if someone knocks you off your game plan, it's like, and you're not winning the sack war, I'm a little afraid of what this team could do. You know, and like Kieran Black, I feel like you want to be like a stat monster and just throw it at shit and EV to live stuff, but you also want to have the flexibility to run like, you know, like a Choppleberry or whatever, and now you're a little bit more scared because you just don't have options to remove. So, again, not the biggest deal in the world. I don't think it's the worst team I've ever seen, but I do think it has flaws. So, Tristan, do you have any thoughts before we move on?
Not anything super creative. I agree. This is definitely, you know, this kind of play style is Kyle's strength, but I absolutely agree with what you're saying. I feel like objectively, it's just not doing a whole lot for me either. I don't know. I don't love. I agree. I don't love Pidgeot on this team. I understand you want like a quote-unquote special breaker for Kieran Black, but I don't know. Deoxys can usually be really strong because it doesn't have to run speed most of the time. And Pidgeot is like, was this your best choice? Was the best thing on the board? I know it's kind of filling a speed gap, but I don't know. I don't think it's filling a very good speed gap because, like I said, it doesn't fit.
It just doesn't. I just don't think it fits all that well on this team. But Shark would have went hard on this. Okay, Harris, calm down, buddy. Anyway,
well, what's funny is Kyle originally was gonna get Mega Sharpedo.
Oh hell no!
Else got sniped. I literally told Kyle DS. I'm like, bro, regardless of Mega you get, the chat gonna blow up. It's like.
For now, I'm putting Kyle above Times. I don't know how far he'll drop or where he'll stay and everything, but for now, he can go there. Move on to our goat, Koinu, my goat.
Koinu.
In the chat, shout out to Koinu. We got Terra Keldeo, Darkrai, Mega Maw, Terra Sinistra, Z Sandy Shocks, Arcanine Hisui, Uxie, Corviknight, Tentacruel, Avalugg, and Ratmeat the Raticate.
Not Raticate.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Negative aura points right there with the
Yeah,
Raticate.
Dude,
True.
I've had to hear this bitch say rat meat for the
This team
last
has so
2 days
much
straight.
negative aura. It has fucking Raticate and Corviknight.
Oh, true.
God.
Yeah.
Ugly ass team.
This team is ugly. Let me tell you. This is like.
But see, does ugly equal good though?
Apparently, this is pretty good in my opinion.
So Tristan, yeah, you
I
didn't
like
talk
it a
much
lot.
on the last one. Do you want to start this one off?
Yeah, I think this team has a bunch of stuff that I like in my own teams. It's got really dynamic Terra Captains. It's got Keldeo and Sinistra, both great, and they both do pretty different things. So I feel like they can sort of play around with that. It's a little scary. Actually, no. You know what? Your ground switch-ins are pretty good. You have Uxie's good generalist. Corviknight's immune, obviously, even though it's not good mon. Whatever. I think the speed is doing all right. I'm not mad at it. I do wish there was something a little faster than Keldeo, like above 110, 115
Well,
range.
Darkrai.
I know, but like, I meant to go with Darkrai.
Oh, okay.
It feels because the speed goes like Darkrai and then Keldeo Sandy Shocks are really close together. So I would be slightly worried about that, but it's not that big of a deal. Z Sandy Shocks is perfectly fine. You know, I like it. I know Harris doesn't like it, but whatever. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure about Mawile on this team. I don't know how well it's supported. There's okay switching. Uxie and Corviknight, I don't know if you want to bring both of them most weeks. And, you know, Keldeo gets flip turn, but you want to be trying to click your offensive moves.
Right.
I guess I don't love the Mawile on this team, but I think everything else works pretty well.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think this Mawile. I'm looking at the chat now. Harris doesn't like either. It makes me feel a little better about this. Yeah, I don't.
No, I agree.
I think this is a tough Mawile build. It's just, I don't know. Like, your pivoters don't exactly bring out the things that, like, Mawile, like, wants to go kill. Like, I don't know. Uxie, I guess the best thing that they would go into is, like, a dark type as you turn and you go Mawile. That's, like, best case scenario. But it could also just be, like, steals, and then it's like, eh. And I guess you have Arcanine and Shocks and Keldeo. Like, I get the idea, but I just don't think this team supports it all that well. Could be worse. It's not my favorite team in the world, but I've seen worse Mega Mawile teams. Look at any Glimpse team that has Mega Mawile on it to start. Always a true banger in low in PRs. Shout out to Glimpse.
You never failed a shock and awe in D2.
My goat. Love you, Glimpse.
Thank God we're starting off palatable today with D1.
Yeah, I don't know. I hate, like, why is Corv here? Why is Rat Meat here? There's so many, like, just why. There's so many mons that I wish were Terra on this team too. That's my other thing, is it's like, I wish Shocks, and like Avalog's gonna be here. I kind of wish he was Terra. Like, it's just, there's so many. There's
Arcanine,
just Arcanine. Right. There's so much, like, going on here. I feel like a lot of missed
Pickle
potential.
said, "Rat Meat. He has a name. It's Omar."
That's fucked up.
That's crazy straight.
Wow. Omar, are you gonna take that lion down? Anyway, James, how about you take this team? Because I believe you had a hand in helping Koinu.
Yeah, I can agree with the Mega Maw. He wanted to use it, and so it was something different. And we had Kel Darkrai, and I didn't think it was the worst. I do get what you guys are saying. I do like his pivot options, and it's the reason why Arcanine's on here, because I did notice I kind of wanted that ability to be able to just blow things up, specifically steel types in general, especially since Shock supports more of an offensive game anyways, and you kind of wanted to set hazards and die, and then allow Mawile to get in that way. And it also does pair up well with Sinistcha, because you can set hazards, die, and then get Sinistcha in for setup opportunities. But I think the pivoting is good enough. You have your resistances. It's definitely ugly. I'll give you that. These mons down here are, like, really ugly looking mons, but I think it gets the job done. I think this can win games in different ways, and that's what I liked, because Koinu, I felt like, needed a little bit more. And, like, obviously we're talking about, like, I want to look objectively, but I also built this team to be a little bit more helpful for Koinu, to give him easier paths of, like, different ways to win. Keldeo can easily be Scarf, so can Darkrai, and Sinistcha can be a good setup mon for him. So definitely not perfect, definitely has flaws in it, but I think Koinu can learn to build, especially in a D1, and start EVing a little bit better coming up into this with some of these mons, and find different ways to win based off of that.
I
disagree with that.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Harris a little bit. I think this team is struggling to pick up games since it can't get Mawile in too well.
I feel like I don't know, and I disagree with the pivoting being, like, good. It's like,
yeah,
like, if we looking at like shared numbers of what mods can pivot, then yeah, it's good. But it's like, let's really look at, like, the mods not getting the pivot. We got Keldeo, who it's like, yeah, if you're running Scarf, that's fine. But then it's like, hey, we can't get that calm mindset. We got then it's Sandy Shocks, but it's like, bro, I don't know. I feel like bro got to be doing a lot. He could be like running rocks. I feel like if anything, Koinu bound be running, like, screen Sandy Shocks a lot in these games to help out the squad. You got Uxie, which is fine, but it's like, it's also one of his best ground switches, doesn't have reliable recovery. Then there's Corviknight. I don't even want to talk about that mod next. Then we got Tentacruel, Flip Turn, but then it's like, okay, we ran Flip Turn. Then we're dropping something like Knockoff or Scald or T-Spike or, Rapid Spin, etc. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like some of his pivot mods, like, limits their, like, sets and, like, what possible sets they can run. I think Uxie's only, like, Uxie, Corviknight, and Mr. Shocks are the only reliable ones. And even then, it's like, I feel like, I don't know. It's like, the mods that they would bait in for them to pivot on, I don't know if those are mods that Mawa wants to come in against. Is
No,
my
I
thing as well.
understand
That's
the
the thing
Marvel
I'm
stuff,
worried
and I
about.
definitely think that other mods are supported better, and I guess that's more of like
Also-
what I was getting at. But
Yeah. Also, I guess my biggest thing too is that, yeah, I know like Tennison's just good here and all that, but with how the team is and like, you know,
Right.
with like his argument, I feel like he wants to keep that Sinistra at base type most of those games. I don't feel like it's gonna be able to tear it like.
That's my thing.
often.
I just don't the Sinistra. I don't really know. Like it doesn't fit what like the team is going for at all, and like I don't know if he needs to be Terra here at all. Like I don't know. I'm not really a huge fan of him, especially when he's your fourth best or like fourth highest point Pokemon. It's like a little like I don't know.
I would
looking
easily
at-
rather invest that in
I feel like-
Shocked Arcanine on this
I think
team.
the issue is I feel like this team was like, we were starting off like going for like a very offensive team, then it got like forced to be a more balanced team, and now it looks very awkward because now it's like the offense is like it's pretty good, but it's not supported, and then the defensive side, it's like the defensive side's kind of
it's okay. It's okay to be more offensive. Like we just looked at Kyle's team. He's got a bunch more offense than like play. Like that's okay. And or like last season when I had like all those offensive mons. It's more about like just finding like guys who can do a role for a week rather than like also now I need to get Corviknight and Uxie and Tentacruel and Sinistra. Like you're almost just trying to. It's like when people drop like removal at the end of a draft. They're like, oh, I got Cryogonal and Hitmontop. Once again, another Glimpstray. He used to do this shit all the time. Like I hate that shit. And so this feels like similar. You're like, oh, I need ground resist. Let me go get Uxie Corv. It's like, oh, I need rockers. Let me go get Shocks Arcanine Uxie. It's like you're almost like just checking boxes rather than like building a cohesive team. I would rather you just lean one way or the other, and like after you start that offensive, just like lean into it. Don't be like now I gotta like.
And like this
patch
isn't
holes.
a straight Koinu. This isn't a straight corner or something. But like when he asked me to take a look at this team, we had a little bit of like these defensive pieces in place that didn't fit amazingly, and then maybe we should have pivoted. It's just at that point in the draft there wasn't much, and we were trying to fill holes in terms of like what we were able to get. But I do see what you guys are saying. I think this can be fine. Definitely not the best Mega Wall support. I will definitely say that. So maybe he trades that in, but.
or like trade like or try to find some more support for this Mawile.
Yeah,
Right,
find more
It's just
support for the
dire.
Mawile
It's
or
just dire.
ditch it.
If it's 16 man, it is really hard to
I'm
find.
not denying that, but surely there can be some. You can call up some trades like, yo, what's up?
Yeah. So anyway, not the worst team. I think. I don't know. It's probably better than Times. I don't think it's better than Kyle's. I think I'd go in the middle. So we'll go
right in the middle.
Koinu and Times.
Oh damn, we got 15 people in the audience. What's up,
Yeah, I know. We are fucking popping off for a late night
let's
stream.
go.
I appreciate you.
I read the four speaking, and I thought that was how many people were watching. I was like, damn,
No, we got a.
Yes,
we got
sir.
a
Shout out
fucking
to all y'all.
squad.
we got a wash, yeah.
All right, next up we got Young Alpha, who I believe is in the chat. Yes, he is. Shout out to Alpha. Wait. Yeah, he is. Yep.
Yeah, he is.
So, shout out to him. We got Terra Manaphy, Garchomp, Mega Scizor, Enamoris, Rillaboom, Zeblacephalon, Raikou, Mandibuzz, Glow, Bro, Z-Star Raptor, and the Humble Glastrier. The humblest. the OG humble boy. And, of course, because of him, we must bring on Tristan to start. How do we feel about this
Alpha,
team?
I just want you to know that I was in call with Mystery and Jamal and other people, and we were talking about my team, and I was like, okay, because I just gotten sniped, and I was like, what if I get Enamoris? And like, okay, we kind of like that, and I looked in the draft chat, and you drafted Enamoris, like, right after I said that. So, I will get you, but, I don't know. This team's not offensive to me. I think it's a little awkward that I don't love Raikou as like your fastest Pokemon, and then Blacephalon, Garchomp, and Enamoris are all kind of hanging out in the same spot. But to be fair, Garchomp and Enamoris and kind of Blacephalon, but you have Z-Move, so I think you want to run that more. they don't mind running Scarf, so I don't hate it. I will say I think Garchomp is forced to be a little bulkier on this team because your only other walls besides Scizor are Mandibuzz and Glowbro, which is a little suspicious. Terra Manaphy is a good Pokemon, but again, with that core and like how much other offense you have going on, I'm struggling a little bit to see how well it's supported. Yeah. Oh yeah, Hazards as well. Not good on this team. It is just Garchomp, isn't it?
It is Garchomp and no one else.
Garchomp against the all right. He's not running Scarf. Never mind.
Bro ran that Rocky Helmets.
Yep.
He also got a ground type that obviously has his EQ weakened in terrain, and that's not the biggest deal in the world. But it's not ideal. It's definitely one of the least like I definitely don't like to run my team like that. So, yeah.
I would like to see more depth from the Pokemon because like there's some good powerhouses here, but they just don't feel well supported with low hazard counts and very limited removal. Not loving it, especially with like Zeebelcephalon.
Dude,
you want good hazard
Mon
removal.
Raikou, like I know you have good
Yeah.
priority, but like I don't know. Jamal, how about you take this one? What do you got?
I mean, listen, I love Mega Sizzler. I know Harry's not a fan of it. That's always in chat. But I gotta kind of agree. I'm like, Mega Sizzler. I don't know if this is the team for him. He's he likes his dragon fairy type. He's like, okay, we got some cool guys right here. He sees Manaphy. He's like, okay. He sees Pacifla. He's like, yes. Then he sees everyone else. He's like, ooh, where's my? Hold up.
Terrastar, who is that?
Defensive Mandibuzz. What?
Who is this frozen dead horse?
It's like, whoa, you're telling me there's no one else to take my fire type attacks? Like, what's going on? Whoa. I don't know. It just feels like, I don't know. I feel like Mega Sizzler just like, it's like Mega Sizzler's only working with the top other 3 mods, and that's it. And then it's like, I don't know, the pivot on the team. It's like a nut issue I have because like we got Paciflon, who either gained it as easy as a revenge killer, or you got like pivot and like the pivot mods we got. It's like Sizzler's obviously good. Then like Rillaboom is like fine as well, though. I mean, even Rillaboom's like making the team struggle as well because you put grass tank. Not only the weaken Garchomp's Earthquake, but making your Manaphy weak in the other grass moves. So it's like you're feeling forced to terror. But you may want that defensive water type.
Dude,
because
your dragon doesn't resist grass either. That's just like a minor
exactly.
point.
Yeah. Oh, let's switch Scizor. Oh, hidden power's back. Well.
Yep, that's what I'm saying too. Bro must have not seen the script because he got Garchomp Essence. He's like, whatever. He's like that's what I'm saying. This is. Like, I don't know, like, Rillaboom's, like, kind of selling the team. He making this shit, like, he putting the, like, game mode on hard mode for
He's, not like us.
True.
And then Mandibuzz, oh my goodness, I hate that Mandibuzz is here as the dark type, and, like, what your other remover. I hate him so much that this is not a remover. Like, that's what I'm saying. This Scizor's forced to... This Scizor feels so forced to do a lot, but he also but it's also like, cause, he just feels like he's forced to like be the defensive piece with U-turn and defog, and then obviously got a roost. Then it's like bullet punch. And it's like, damn, where's the SD set? We're running knockoff. Cause Mandibuzz, I don't know if you can rely on that guy. And even then, it's like with the fairy types out there, it's gonna be so obvious when you want to swap out this Mandibuzz where you go hard Scizor, cause that's like. Because your other favorite sisters, Paciflon and Glowbro, that's an easy fire type move. Hidden power fire, mystical fire, whatever. Like, I don't know. Just
also, I feel like Mandibuzz, especially in the Terra meta, is super easy to take advantage of.
That's what I'm saying.
Free setup turn for any good Terra captain is cooked.
Yeah, like I think, like literally, I feel like Terra Manaphy is gonna have to bring this team over. Like Manaphy gonna have to be the perfect Terra. Every week he got the Terra at the right moment. Cause you may want that bulky water. It gets like some mods. But then it's like you also need to Terra out of that water type so Manaphy can try to win the game for you. It's like I don't know. It just seems so tough for this team to win. With like some of the support pieces on here.
Why didn't we get the humble Glastrier with Terra instead of Star Raptor too? We needed
True.
a taste for him. The humblest king. My
My
goat.
humble king. He cannot be freezing the bench.
I'm saying. James, do you have any closing thoughts? Do we not have James? Buddy?
Maybe we don't have James.
Okay, well,
He
unfortunately.
drowned in the hotel bathtub. All right.
Hello? No.
there he
what?
is.
There you go.
Dude, sorry. I don't know why it just randomly muted me. Can you hear me?
Yes, you're good.
Okay. I said this team just feels kind of forced. Like, you feel like you have to bring your top 6 every single week, and then if you sub out anything for whatever this makeshift bottom
Synergy
5
dies.
yeah, it just instantly dies. Because, like, Blacephalon has to be here to break steals because you have grassy terrain with Chomp, but then if you don't bring Rillaboom to try and help mediate that, you now can't break other waters. So, and it's like, do you really want to bring Raikou to game to solve that, like in place of Rillaboom? Because now your defensive utility goes completely down the drain poo-poo. So, and then on top of that, like, it's just so many like little things, right? Because now hazard stacking feels so good into this team. Forcing Scizor to now defog, which is easy to take advantage of because if you get a turn right, now hazards are still up, you force Scizor out, and Namorous, if it isn't boots and it is Scarf because your speed's so bad, either Blacephalon or Namorous now have to take hazards and it gets worn down. And then on
Or,
top
you
of that,
know,
Manaphy,
In hidden power meta, you're not just taking advantage of Scizor in that way. You might be killing it by forcing it into tick hazards.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Its longevity just isn't like applicable. And then on top of that, hazards are awful for Manaphy on this team because Manaphy, like Jamal said, wants to be able to tear into defensive typing and hopefully being able to set up or do anything, and you just waste its defensive utility by taking chip that it desperately needs that HP for. So I think this team has pieces, but it really wants to like work together more and do
A little more direction would go a long way, though. There's some good mods here. Like this,
I was just saying.
definitely fixable.
Yeah.
Get Rillaboom out of here. Drop an Amorous. You should drop an Amorous.
You want to drop
Maybe
an
get
Amorous
Raikou
so
out of here.
bad.
You want to drop an
Get
Amorous
Rillaboom,
so
Raikou, and
bad.
Mandibuzz out of here. Get Rillaboom and the bottom 5 out of here.
All right, bro.
The team's
Get
final
outta
piece
here.
is me, I'm fucking him, Alpha says. Remember this, everybody, for the end of the season. As for power rankings,
That's crazy.
I think
Between Koinu and Times, or between Kyle and
I
Koinu?
almost prefer Times as... These are
Nah.
both ugly.
I don't prefer Times
they're
like
quite
I
hard
think
to
this
look
team's
at.
better than Times, but yeah.
Yeah.
Respectfully, in the nicest way possible, you can just put Times at 16. We don't need to see him here anymore.
That's what I'm saying. Oh.
Fine, I'm sorry, Times.
Yeah.
Well, maybe...
It's like,
maybe
I'm gonna
I'm not
have some
sorry.
crazy
Your
movement.
team is
He's gonna be up in
trash.
the
Your
spot.
team is trash.
Alright, we can move on to the next row. We got Omar, who is in the chat. Shout out my goat. We got Dragapult, Mega Gallade, Thundy T with Terra, Melmetal, Terra Comfey,
I got thoughts
Zeglamora,
about this team.
and the terrorist Al Qaeda starting 5: Vaporeon, Obstagoon, Arcanine, Mudsdale, and Grottle.
Make sure you start us off.
Hey, don't throw Grottle in there.
True. Yeah,
No,
he's
keep
Did not
there.
deserve this.
Keep
Grottle gang. Well, Omar's a weird one this season because his trade with Pickles and Zai was like legendarily bad. However, everyone in D1 is bad for letting Gallade then fall to him when he has no draft picks to like go do anything at all.
Shout out to Pickles inside with
and
the
then-
biggest throw I've seen.
And then he followed that up by drafting a really mediocre team around them. Like he had a chance to like
That's what I'm saying.
somehow come away with this, like winning the trade, which I thought was impossible when I saw it. And now it's kind of like an even trade almost because I just don't think he built around the top 2 all that well. Thundy is like fine. I think it's like a really good mon, but I don't know exactly how great it fits with the top 2. I like Melmetal more than people like Tristan, but
I don't mind Melmetal at all. I just don't like it on this.
I believe in him as a bulky steal, like to an extent. I do think like he's just got great stats. Like he really is super strong. I like him overall. I think he's,
I think he needs a partner though, and who is his defensive partner on this team? Vaporeon?
Right, and that's the thing. It's like
I think that's exactly what we're getting to.
Right.
I think the pieces. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I think the pieces for like the top 5 low-key could work, and I don't hate Glamora with Pull.
Top 5,
but
I think maybe top 5 if you take Comfey off and get Glamora instead. That'd be okay.
Sure, whatever. I don't think Comfey's the worst Pokemon ever, but especially
I don't think Terra Comfey is necessary on this team.
Sure, whatever you want to say. I'm just saying you have points allocated in the wrong spots. If you want to take Terra off Comfey, fine. I think it's Vaporeon, Obstagoon, Arcanine, Mudsdale, and my little baby boy.
Get those 5 out of here. Kick them to the streets.
Arcanine especially. What are we doing out here, bro?
Arcanine in the big 2025.
I love Arcanine.
Oh my God,
I'm maybe the biggest Obstagoon fan of all time. This Pokemon is dog shit in Hidden Power format. Are you kidding me? What is he checking? He can't even check the ghost types. They'll just one-shot him.
Bro. Nah, what you mean? He checking the Gengars of the world?
He checking into the fucking lounge because he's sitting on the bench all season.
Yeah, bro. I don't think this.
Bro was spending 12 weeks in the spa.
You're using Gen fucking. I don't even remember Legend Vaporeon. He's been washed for a fat minute.
Sorry, Koinu. Yeah. Jamal, do you have any closing thoughts? I think just overall the depth. I would much rather see this team like just invest into like one more great Pokemon than have this weird like half depth where it's like you maybe can throw a role player on, but like the role player is probably bad. It's like when NBA teams in like the early 2010s would put out like a guy who can only play defense or like only can kind of shoot. Like we need two-way players, and who's the best two-way player of this bottom 5? Fucking Arcanine? Like
it's Grotto life here.
Dude, Obstagoon's not bulky, Omar. Like I don't know what to tell you. You will be let down if you were expecting this thing to fucking. Who do you think you're checking with Obstagoon? Spectrier?
I agree with Harry. Genuinely Mudsdale with stamina, body press, and that's it. This is awful.
I just don't.
How do you draft a bad Mega Gallade Dragapult team, bro?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, I just don't understand.
Whose fault is that? Who did that?
You got no picks, you dumb fuck. And then with those picks, you threw with the defensive court. I don't understand how the fuck you can ask for help. How the fuck you can be like, even after you got sniped. Yeah, I know you got sniped, but you ask for help. We give you help. You're like, I'm really trying to make obstacle work is anyway. I basically tell you no, and you still get obstacle. Fuck you. You shot yourself in your own foot, bro.
You literally asked. You're like, please take the gun away from me and give me something to eat. And then we're like, okay, here you go. And then you shoot yourself anyway. Like
exactly.
What are we doing? Why is Obstagoon here? Why is Arcanine here? Why is Mudsdale here? Why is Vaporeon here? Grottle, I don't really care. I mean, you need bottom Pokemon anyway. Who the fuck cares? You know, it's a depth piece. I'm not respecting Arcanine. He has been washed. He has been washed since 2016. All right, he's been washed since Sun and Moon, bro.
I just want to say.
But Scott, that better not be a real calc. Scott, that better not be. Don't tell me that's a real calc. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh no. That's your goat.
All I know is defensive Kartana walls Obstagoon. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, high bar. Actually, I'm pretty sure this Obstagoon Fire Blast.
Okay, hold up, Omar. Can you tell me? Wait. Yeah, Arcanine did good last season, right? Can you tell me what division you were in? Can you tell me what division you're in when Arcanine did?
Can you tell me how many playoff games you won? Anyway,
you 1.5, yeah, bro.
Anyway, we have to see a reshuffle, bro. Like, you're gonna have a few hours after this pod. Please reshuffle this fucking bottom section, bro. Please.
Listen. You can listen. I don't care if Comfey is Terra or not.
There
Keep
has
the
to be
Comfey.
Omar.
Keep the 6. Keep the first 6. But you can even get Mel, but I don't care. At least keep the top 3. Comfey, Glamore. Everyone else can go if you want. But especially that bottom 5. I better see Arcanine, Vaporeon, Mudstill, Obstacle, bitch ass, off the tee, on the streets. Instantly, I better see them on the streets. I better see those 4 on the streets.
We have the washed gang, and we just like. It's just not their time anymore.
We always welcome new transitions to the women's division. Thank you, Sky.
That's crazy.
Congratulations, Omar.
I think this team... We just shit on it so much, and I almost want to put it second. Like, that's the funny part.
See, okay. How much do we weigh? How much do we weigh the first 3 over Koinu's team? Let's start with that.
I respect Polk Glade more than I respect.
Actually, it's literally the first 3 versus the first 3. I like Omar's first 3 more than Koinu's, so.
Yeah, I agree.
Personally, I'd rather have Omar's team. Like, and I feel like it's a little more fixable too.
I think it's.
So
at least I could. Yeah.
Harris, I see what you're saying. I can see an argument. It's close. Koinu and Omar's team are close because they're in the same spot. But I agree, Mystery says that Omar's team is more fixable than like if we're taking Koinu's team right now, it's probably better because it's a little more balanced. But I don't know. Yeah, true. The defensive P on Koinu team are less as. I don't know. That's close.
I see Corviknight. I don't know. Anyway.
Hey, I don't see Vaporeon. Listen, Vaporeon making Corviknight look good. Vaporeon making Corviknight look good.
When the hell did an Amorous get here? What the hold on. All right, anyway, Arc is up next. I don't even remember this at all. Terrazera, Torn-T, Mega Garchomp, Mew, T-Tar, Terra Amorous Therian? I swear to God, he had that.
Pickles, wait. Pickles, you can't say why did everyone kind of forget how to draft here. My brother, this is a 16-man draft. She got poverty real quick. I don't want to hear it. Especially not from you. Oh, I can't wait till we get to your team, bitch. Oh, my goodness.
Let me read this.
I can't wait.
Blastoise, Pogworm, called Lunchable. We got Pogworm. Yay.
Yay, Pogworm.
Vileplume, Magmortar, and Z Stoutland.
Harris hating already. He said he gotta ditch the bottom 8.
Yo, Harris blowing up the chat. We just started, my boy.
I kind of like this. I don't really know why the Enamorous is here. What happened to
fun?
For fun? Okay. James, we didn't hear much from you in the last one.
Robert, that's a crazy analogy.
James, how do you feel about this squad?
I'm not like, as Tristan often says, I'm not offended by this. I don't know why Mew's here, but that was the biggest battle in general. I think he just wanted to use it, so it was one of those things of like, okay, if the Mew's got to be here, then I think the pieces are there. I think it like, kind of what you were saying with Koinu's team, I think it checks boxes. I just like struggle to see how this team like filters games. Like this is the team that I like really struggle to see how it wins games. It's like all on Terrazera. I thought an AMT was cooler than Togekiss because Togekiss like he already had a ton of Washmons. And Togekiss sucks. It's awful, especially when you have a Torn-T. So at least an Amorous T gives you like low-key cool Terra, like, option, and I kind of like it with Terra, like, with setup and shit. It's a lot stronger, which I liked because his team, so, like he has a Mega Chomp and Zero, and it still feels, like, low-key kind of weak. So, I don't know. I just, I really struggled to see how this team wins games.
Would you guys prefer Necrozma over Mew on this team? Because I'm not really sure. Like, I feel like Mew's like an
not with Tyranitar, because then Necrozma.
That's what I was.
Right.
Necrozma has Moonlight.
I'm not really sure.
That's what I was gonna get to.
Go ahead, Tristan. Then I have some thoughts.
Can we please listen? I think drafting Mega Garchomp is fine. I don't have that many issues with it. I think he's cool. But why are we forcing this weird, like, mini sand core thing? Like, can we get a different dark type that's less points than Tyranitar?
There's
He's
just no
hurt
darks,
too.
though. Like, the darks get
Yeah,
so
that's
poverty
what-
so fast.
That was the
that was the
biggest-
big thing. But I'm like, dang, Tyranitar the best of the best. Like, I mean, I see it, but then we have to commit with Stoutland. Like, you know.
Mystic
Yeah.
Tar. All I know is Mystic Tar has never been washed. He is thriving as per
I think
usual.
Stoutland was just put on.
He
because
was
Oh, nah.
washed until like
points
6
and
months
easier
ago,
month.
bro.
James, you better hide that sentence for mystery.
He said, "I'm so lucky I got Startle."
How does
I
Togekiss
love
sound
Clips,
like a
dude.
James Bond? What?
Nah, he right about that. No, hold up. That's a
Dude,
valid
you used to
comment.
meet ride Togekiss in the PRs. Y'all go back to the Wind Racer channel and watch some old digests when we used to break down all the drafts. And James would be like, "Togekiss is a
Togekiss.
great wish passer for this team, bro." And it's like, this fucker ain't ever
Okay,
run a wish,
man.
not one
Takes
time.
me out of context.
There's no context where it's necessary. All right, anyway.
Calling Took Kids a good wish patch is already wrong.
Anyway, I don't really know. I mean, your steel type is Pogworm, so sorry, Jamal. He kind of
No, this is not the right team.
This
He
is,
not.
this is a little sucky, not gonna lie.
No, listen, he not supposed to be on this team. It's okay.
You
He not
kind
po-
of, I don't know. I don't really know. I almost wish that like you had Melmetal a little bit and just kind of I don't know.
I would like that.
I'm not really sure exactly what I want this team to be. It's just kind of stuck in the middle. I really love the top. The top three is so cool.
Top
looking.
3 is cool.
Top
I
3 is
agree.
fire.
Like it really, you have like one of the best top threes of the league. So really, it's
Low-key,
just
if
about
you
finding
made
role
Mew,
players.
Like, Necrozma and then got rid of T-Tar.
No, but you
for
can't.
different-
Oh, I guess. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just saying,
I don't.
you get like Necrozma and then you make T-Tar like a lower tier dark.
But the
and
the
possibly
cross
upgrade
even
or something.
help or fix.
I don't know. I just feel like Mew doesn't do anything, like at all.
Epic Metagross on this team? Okay.
I could dig some Metagross.
I don't know. I like Harris said earlier, I think Blastoise can stay too. I think he's a mon that's really grown on me as this gen's gone along. So, I don't hate it. I mean, I've seen way worse teams. So, I don't know. I think it's definitely fine. So, where do we want to put this? The top three
I
is
don't
great.
fucking know.
Harris, what is a Terra Okie Dokie team? How can
Uh,
you recognize
Do
this
we
by
feel
looking
better
at
about Alpha or Arc?
I think. Man. I don't know, man.
it? I like Ark's team more.
I think I like Arc's top. I think Arc has an easier time rebuilding.
Yeah,
I also think Arc can bring 6 mons that have like some level of
trust-
cohesion.
Basically, the simplest way I think to put this is I trust Terra Zero more than Terra Manaphy to win games.
Also, just this top 4 T-Tar or like top 5 plus Blastoise. Like I think this is just a good 6.
Yeah.
Like regardless of how we feel about
Yeah.
Mew and T-Tar, I still think they're.
Well, it's
good
not even
Pokemon.
that. I was like, because I'm like, I'm trying to think who got more pieces, but I think it's Arc slightly. Like, I think, yeah, like, at least, like, if they kept their teams the same, I would trust Arc winning more games than Alpha.
And then Koinu, do we feel better about Koinu than Arc?
I like Cornu's team more than Arc's.
Yeah,
I don't think
1000%.
I don't think their win cons on that team though, Harris. I don't think their win cons on Alpha's like whole complete team. They're good win cons in a vacuum, but he can't utilize them to their best potential because of the way the team is structured.
No. See, here's the thing. It's so tough.
Arshop's the
'cause,
only
like,
hazard setter, man. I mean,
I would
Which
invite
one,
him.
like-
I would pull up Harris because he's obviously like one of the most knowledgeable people, and he's talking a bunch of the chat. I just don't know how well the 5-man podcast is gonna go, but I don't know how are we feeling. Do we want
I'm fine.
Harris?
If he wants to.
He said I'll just sit here. Okay, all right. I just wanted to at least throw that.
He said, unless you want me. Listen, you can join. Hey, you can join if you want, man.
I just got to be a good podcast host and try to throw. I got to be a good point guard. I got to set my guys up.
I'm okay sitting back
Exactly.
a little bit and letting Harris talk more. It's fine.
Well, you already said back.
All right.
And I'm kidding.
damn. Calm down. Calm down.
Legit.
All right, Goat. What's up, Goat?
Yo, what's up?
All right. We have the legend himself in the building. I just learned Spec doesn't have
Glimpse,
hidden
no
power. All right, bro. There's
why did
no
we
way.
break- Sit
Back to
back
DQ you
down.
go.
How is that possible?
D17. Anyway,
Shut up, Robert. Shut the
well,
fuck
speaking
up,
of
Robert.
Glimpse, we have Glimpse.
Oh, well.
Well. We have Spectrier,
Oh.
Palafin, Kiram, Iron Treads, and now
What a perfect time to break cameras.
some terrorists. Terraraquinid, Moltres, DOD, Z Grimmsnarl, Terra Cleavor, Kangaskhan, and Electivire.
Dear God.
James, real quick,
Oh,
as
go
Grimmsnarl's biggest defender, how do you feel about him on this team?
I don't even want to talk. I like Mons and what they do for certain teams, and I just want a title with Grimmsnarl. That's my guy. That's my boy. What the fuck does he do here, man? It's like, wow, I have 3 set up greedy Mons. Let me just get Grimmsnarl. That's not how it works. Like, you have to have, like, I don't know. This sucks. This whole team just sucks in the nicest way possible, respectfully.
No, disrespectfully, your team fucking trash. Your team.
I sent him some changes and he just didn't do it, and I'm just like, when did Cleavor get here? I didn't even know he was on the team.
I ignored it when you were reading it. When did bro make the cut?
Why does Cleavor have to be here, and why does it need to be Terra? Like, you have a Treads. I don't understand.
This is a tough scene. Look, I know you want to try for a week, but the problem is that, like, you want to keep flexibility and have both your transaction tickets. You don't want to have to burn it. So
You also want a good record.
you know,
You want
Yeah.
to the goal
You
of
guys
drafting
want me
is
to
try and win.
You guys want me to go on my spiel with this?
by all means, as Spectriers, you literally are riding him into battle. You are the Cali
Exactly.
Rex to
Oh.
Spectrier. So
Harris does kind
Um,
of look like Calyrex. Look.
Come
True,
on, man. He just got- Come on, man. That's too
Nah, don't come on.
far.
You would say that same shit to someone else.
True, but that, like Taylor. Now Taylor. Oh my goodness, bro, built like Calyrex, skinny ass.
Insane shit. Insane
I would
shit.
not call anyone built like Calyrex. That is too insulting. Like,
Yeah, okay, man. Get the fuck out of here.
the world's biggest
Go on
hater.
your rant. Go.
Yeah, let us know. How do you feel about this awesome team?
okay, well, first off, Glimpse, I'm gonna just make this loud and clear. All right, if I see the Spectre not run 4 EVs in every stat, I'm gonna smack you, like guaranteed. All right, so, like,
If
like,
they're
I
not
already
the max max.
yeah, like I know this is gonna. I know you have screen support and stuff like that, but this is probably like, I don't like how this team supports Spectre. Like, I like how the Mon de Pressure normals is Terra-fighting Cleaver. I'm just like, okay, yeah, awesome. So like, and
We
the
need
dark
Mega Hera on this
resist
team.
is literally just Grimmsnarl. The ghost resist is Grimmsnarl and Kangaskhan and Terra normal Cleaver. Like, so like,
I like how
Well,
we're
he's got one of those ghost types, to be fair.
well, I guess this team has hazards. I'll give it that. The hazard support is good, and then it just, you know, I guess you could defog it away with Moltres or spin it with Iron Treads. I mean, the breaking's like not bad. I think the speed tiers are pretty awful because it goes from Spectre to Treads, I guess,
Treads,
and Treads
yeah.
isn't real speed. Let's be real.
I
So
agree. Fuck treads.
so basically, it goes from Spectre to Palafin, if I'm being honest. And even then, I don't think Spectre is like your fastest mon or is like your primary speed guy is that good because like it's never the mon that's gonna like be revenging itself or just like be breaking itself. You want something else that could be fast, and I guess Palafin like,
in the bag.
sort of makes up for that, but Palafin like also needs support. It's just so clunky for like
Also,
no real
when
reason either.
Palafin is your like lead into that kind of breaking offense, it's extremely obvious. You're gonna have to play around that because Palafin, you know, as good as it is, it needs to set up. You have to get it in first, and then when you do get it in, it's gonna do one of two things. It's gonna be bulky and click bulk up, or it's gonna be like Bandit or Scarf or whatever, and click Jet Punch.
I mean, I
just
guess
wanna
I mean,
read out really
I guess
quick
I told
for
everyone
starters.
don't take a round 1 Palafin, but you didn't listen. Well, I guess that's not new, but like, you know, like but
I don't want to interrupt Harris, but I just want to point out our last 3 comments was, yo, Cleaver doing so much, Cleaver got defog, and hey, and now he has
I
defog.
tried to ignore those. I was ignoring this on purpose.
Why are we
no,
gassing
no,
up
no,
people?
no, I saw that. I ignored
Why
it. You
is
were,
he getting so much taste here? Like he's
please tell me what Cleaver is defogging on. please tell me who. Like, I
Opposing
can tear
Cleaver.
grass and defog on Mudsdale. Yeah, man.
I love my Stone Axe user who takes so much time to set up those rocks, and he's actually, if you finally bring him, and we're just telling him, yeah, those rocks you just set up, please defog them away.
Get those shits out.
Oh my God.
Most of the flyers in this team are also poverty. Treads into Electivire. Yeah, okay.
I'm
So,
gonna ban the word Cleavor in this.
Hey,
series.
hold on. Electivire hold it down to the Zapdos matchup.
Cleavor gonna be the new
yeah, you'll be
Zero
fine at the
Oreo.
Zapdos. I can't wait to see Glimpse complain. It's like, yo, what do I do about Megapidgeot? It's like, oh, either AV Evire or Terra Electric Cleaver. Like,
Oh, hold on.
Stop with the Terra Cleavor, please.
Oh,
Please.
nah. Make a picture about Masterclass. That's crazy.
Also, like, the Terras on this team are literally Araquanid
Are-
Cleavor. Like, are you...
Why
listen,
broke-
as
why
someone who
broke
had
his
poverty
Bucks
Terras
Terra?
last season,
What?
or quote unquote poverty Terras last season, like,
Glimpse,
listen,
All I'm saying is please just go with the team history gave you.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's not, I'm gonna be completely honest, it's not a ton better, but it's at least functionally, like, has better Pokemon. And
for the love of God, please get better ground checks. Araquanid and Moltres are not it. They're both weak to
Whoa.
rock. You have a losing matchup offensive Mudscale, my brother. Like, please get something.
Nah, don't do that. Come on, man. Come on, man.
we
Chillax,
got Cleavor
bro.
right there. Alright, anyway,
All right, just move on, bro. I don't want to.
do we think it's better than Times? This one might be worse.
No, put this below Alpha, please.
No, I don't care, bro. I see Spectre and Palafin. I'll take that over anyone on Times' team.
All Times had to do was draft, like, a real star player, and he wouldn't be this low. He's so
Exactly.
close,
He
so
needs a
close.
real Pokemon. Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's time. It's time, Mr. Hallam.
Yeah, it's Times 2.0. It's time.
We have Mr. Hallam, who drafted round 1 Mega Manectric, Terra Ogerpon Wellspring, Urshifu Single Strike, Terra Heatran, Clefable. Is this Omar? Ursaluna Blood Moon, Dragonite, Z-Cup Agrigus, baby! We're so fucking back. Crobat, Meganium, and Claydol.
If you guys didn't know, it's actually not a good idea to draft Mega Manectric round 1.
I disagree. Look at this is my hound. We need the
You
goat.
disagree? Are you seeing the rest of the team?
No comment. He still got Wellspring though.
Yeah, we got my hound, and then the bottom two are my top and my plant. Like, what are we doing here?
My top.
My top is crazy.
Pause on that.
Plato probably gives good top.
Bro, we're not. No, wait. There's no. With what? How?
He doesn't have a mouth, bro.
I made a
How is he
mistake.
giving top?
I made a mistake.
Okay, let's
No
how
comment.
about we start with positives? You know, we've been a little negative. We've been a little negative today.
Positives?
Let's,
Okay.
yeah, Jamal, you take this one to start. What do you think are
Oh
some?
wait,
what are
I
some
thought you
good
said you wanted to
parts?
start positives.
Yeah.
Why
Okay.
not?
Okay.
You got nothing? Come
I got
on,
a
man.
positive.
All right,
I
no,
got
I
positive.
got this. No, I got this. All right. Hold up. Positives, I got you. This Dragonite, amazing man. Yes, sir. It's versatile, so I'm sure Taylor will be cooking up nothing but the best sense with it. Like, we got C. Coffericus, fuck that knowing that's mine. we got Terra Wellspring, okay, can put in some damage, big damage.
Oh, hold
I
up,
like
Jamal. I got
What?
another one. He's got the bear core. He's got Urshifu and
Oh my god,
Ursaluna.
yeah, he got the bears, yes sir. Yeah, we got Terra Wellspring, the pair with the Mega Electric, I do like that. And then, he trends okay, and, that's about
I need
it.
bear tick, Taylor said in chat.
What's
I
up?
need bear tick.
He said, I need bear tick.
We bear
That's-
bears. You can
That shouldn't be
literally
a
have
need. We bear thing,
You
never
need bear
mind.
tick and beware.
True. Fuck the blood moon. Wait, never mind.
Bear tick is 3 points, I think.
Yeah, get rid of Meganium and put Beartick on the squad. Like,
True.
True.
He becomes so much
Oh,
better.
tell Claydol to take a hike. Why is he here?
Yeah, what the fuck is Claydol here?
Whoa, that's a spinner. Watch out. Watch out.
Alright, bro.
but yeah, hey, listen, I said on the positive. It's Terra Wellspring, D-Knight, C. Coffericus, and, he trained okay.
All right, now it's time to be negative, and I turned it over. I'm lobbing it. I'm drilling between my legs. I'm going to the hole. I'm lobbing it off the backboard. Harris, how do we feel about the negatives of this team?
Okay, so I'll get the least egregious the negatives out of the way. Why are the bottom two here? The only reason you draft Meganium is for the Ogerpon matchup, and you have Ogerpon. Literally, why is it here? Like, Claydol, do not tell me it's here for removal. So because it's not.
That's my goat. Gen 3
Oh, it
legend.
pairs well with
said-
Heatran too.
Said
Come
it's
on,
a
man.
2 points for a ground immune that isn't weak to rock.
Okay.
Claydol's not a ground immune, bro. You're not bringing it for any ground. Let's be real. Like, if you're telling me you're bringing this for Great Tusk, I may
This is
actually
heat.
believe you, but it's not a good answer. So,
Banded Megahorn?
What you mean? It's gonna help with that mega guard charm right there.
I mean, the negatives is like,
True,
I don't know
or
why
it's not getting
20
2
points
KOs
was
skill
spent
check.
on Shifu. Like, I don't really think you needed more physical breaking other than like D-Knight and like Ogerpon Wellspring. And it's not like the best dark for this team, in my opinion.
Right, this
well,
team's crying for a special dark. Like, why do you need
Well,
a
I guess it's the best
Shifu?
dark on the board, unfortunately. But like, it's not the best dark in general. So like for this team, in my opinion, like
What's special? Like Galar Meltrace is on the board, I think.
I would have taken that.
Is it? That would have been fire.
you know what problem I had of my team last season? I feel like I really hated that like my top speedmons had to be couldn't like had item flexibility, and 2 of your top speedmons also don't have item flexibility. They're just had to be like naturally fast and stuff like that. So like it makes it tricky when you're going for like Dragon Dead setup sweepers and stuff like that, and then you have to rely on like Crobat or like Scarf or Shifu or something like that. So that's something I don't like.
I will find you. Be quiet.
The Chiefs say fucking Salazzle? Fucking
Yeah.
Salazzle?
What? So that's the part was.
Bro. No way.
Or Ursa Luna, or as some VDC players in my previous team tour used to call it Bursa Luna. Yeah, don't like that one either. So like
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think this team has some pieces. It's definitely not the worst Taylor team I've ever seen. That would obviously go to his first one. But I mean, no one will get more out of Mega Manetric than Taylor, which I think is a positive because I do think that Mon's pretty solid with Hidden Power, obviously. I think Wellspring plus him is really cool together. I think D-Knight's an awesome Pokemon in general. Really, really love him.
Yes.
I think Kofagrigus put in so much work for me last season. I think he's cool.
Though,
Go ahead.
now it's like, see Covery is cool. I'm just worried because like last time for you, he worked really well because your offense was crazy good. So it's like people couldn't prep for the C Covery. This team, it's like, okay, I got my Shifu answer, check. I got my Wellspring Ogerpon answer, check. And then it's like, all right, I can prep this for the C Rodriguez. It's like,
Yeah, I mean,
that's
I
my
think
only
D-Knight and
concern.
Manetric, it just kind of like I think he has. Again, I think the Shifu, he just needs to. This has to be something else. I just don't like Shifu on this team at all. Get something that flows a little bit better with this team, and yeah, maybe a little more offense because Crobat sucks cock, and I think you're gonna be okay. Like, this isn't the most offensive Taylor team ever. Usually, I'm pretty repulsed, so I'm not getting that feeling.
I'm not gonna lie. A compliment I was gonna say is this is like of all the Taylor teams I've seen, I think this is like top 1 or 2 in terms of offensive pressure I've seen. So like
You know what? I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, and look, I think Wellspring's just broken as fuck. Like, I think he is one of the best mons in the format, and he didn't have to take a round 1. So,
True. It is a very annoying mod. So I'll give-
yeah, I will totally give him that. I think he can do a lot with Kofagrigus too, because I just think that's a good mon, and I think Taylor,
yes.
if there's one thing he's good at, it's just getting the most out of, like, whatever random mid-tier, like, he's going to get the most out of, and I think Kofagrigus is, like, next in line to get the Taylor bump and be very, very solid. So I hope to see this thing come to at least 4 or 5 games and put in some work for him. And I think he can do it, so. All right. Are we skipping ourselves until the end? Or
Oh,
are
wait,
we
we have to rank the team.
Oh, right. Yeah, true. Good point. Definitely better than Glimpse. Alpha.
I don't really see a point in skip. I don't really see a
I
point in
think
skipping
it's-
ourselves. Just
I
have
think
the
it's better
person whose
than-
team you're talking about just not really talk. So in my
Right.
opinion.
I think it's better than Alpha's.
I do too.
I don't.
You sure? I think his offense, like, I think Wellspring, like, just in general, I almost would just rather have that.
Man, this is so tough. I'm trying to think about this spot. I guess
feel like
I
it has
guess
similar
offensively,
weaknesses.
I fucking ain't seen like. I just hate looking at the
I think
team.
it's I think it's better than Glimpse worse than Alpha, personally.
Think so?
I may just be biased to Alpha. Like I like Alpha's team slightly. I would use Alpha's team over Taylor's. That's how I see it.
Tristan, how do you feel? We'll leave it up to majority.
I personally, I lean a little more in your direction. I agree about. I think this team has kind of some similar issues to Alpha's team, but
Yeah.
I think Ogre Pawn is just a better carry than Manaphy, and I think there's a little bit more support around it. Or like, this team doesn't have very good hazard removal, but like it doesn't care as much about hazards as Alpha's team, that kind of thing. Dragonite Light's running boots. He's got more Pokemon that just are
Right.
not
I guess
weak
my
to
thing is
rocks
Alpha's
or,
team
like,
flows
are
better
sure to immune.
more. Like I think.
Yeah, I think the
Alpha's team-
synergy's better on Alpha's team.
Yeah.
But it's almost like, but if I were to strip these down to the cores, like, I think I would just rather be Taylor trying to rebuild this team.
I'm defending Taylor, and he said Tristan's biased. Kill him.
All right, we'll
so-
flip your vote. James, how do you feel if you're still around?
I'm here. I was pissing. My bad.
Bro,
Yeah.
Well, at least I didn't keep myself off mute. Come on, man. All right.
bare minimum.
At least, yeah. Fuck off.
I would take personally. I think I like Taylor's core a little bit more, but I think I'm really biased towards D Knight Ogrepon. But that's just my opinion. I really think both are like exactly the same. With like they have, not like obviously they're not the exact same
They're
team.
so
I just think they're the
close.
same. Yeah.
Just saying.
I don't think we need to really. I'm just gonna move him. I'll move these two down. It's not the end of the world, We're
Yeah, I don't care that much.
just we'll keep it moving. All right. Next up, we have Harris, the goat. Terra Raging Bolt, Terapagos, you son of a bitch. Slowbro, Cinderace, Mega Aerodactyl, Aegislash, Z Crocodile, Bob, Terra Bob, and then Isis's Plane Hijackers, fucking Whimsicott, Qwilfish Hisui, and Rotom.
Uh-oh.
Whew. Oh
I mean,
man,
Harris,
team
I know you were
starts
talking to other teams about fucking when are they going to bring this mon? When are you bringing Rotom? You have Raging Bolt and Aegislash.
when is he coming? When will he be getting a taste? One singular taste. He can't even get a lick.
Rotom may come in one matchup. May.
Yeah, it's for my fucking great tusk.
You're right. Like
That's hating.
literally all I drafted for. It's like
Dude, he drafted Whimsicott Rotom. Bro was just straight hating.
Harris, the matchup fishing goat.
no, I may bring it into Great Test, and if I bring it again, y'all will know it's being a screen spot. So that's all it's there for.
Oh yeah, Harris. Yeah, do you wanna start off with some pros and cons of the team?
Yeah, talk about your team, man.
Okay. I generally like how I kind of like how the offensive synergy works. Speaking wise, I think Raging Bolt and Terapagos are cool for each other because they can. Terapagos can obviously flex between being a breaker or just like cleaner or defensive mon that can support Raging Bolt with like toxic and kind of overwhelming some of the special balls and stuff like that. I like that factor, and I really like using it. I'm really happy to use it again. I think Slowbro is going to be a good pivot to just kind of facilitate my offensive guys. And I just like I have a bunch of mons that are going to be maybe not like the best defensively, but just like have enough defensive utility to where as long as I'm keeping up pressure and prepped correctly, I should be able to edge out most offensive matchups, I would say.
I just want to
think
here real quick that you drafted a real ground type. In most teams I see Stunfisk or,
my season 8 team had
God forbid, Golurk.
my season 8 team had Tinglu. Fuck off.
You're right. My
Yo,
bad.
so I see as long as it's a dark ground type,
then it's okay. Then they can come. Otherwise, we see the most poverty of all time. But anyway, continue. My bad. I had to get that in there.
Listen. listen, you don't need a real ground. Take notes from the team you'll see
Eat
above
my
later on.
ass.
like,
Oh, I don't know what you talking about. Go ahead, just finish your point, man. Your point.
Yeah, I like it. I think this is a cool team.
mhm.
Yes, sir.
It has a bunch of mods that I've used. Like, I have a decent amount of familiarity of using. Like, I've used Arrow a ton. I consider myself one of the better users of Vegas Slash, but like
I'll give you that.
stuff
With
like
me,
that.
right?
Yeah, I have
Alright,
never
James.
once. I don't know if it's possible, but I have never once looked at a team with Aegislash on it and liked it. Like liked looking at Aegislash on the team. It is always just standing out. Like what is bro doing?
Yeah, but like I think I'm one of the better users of Vegas Slash. And then obviously, I like Crook. I have a lot of experience using it. I think using it with Z should be interesting and just provides a layer of interest with scale shot sets in particular.
True.
It could be pretty interesting, which is why I opted to Z it. And Terra Bob has been one a Terra
Yes,
guy
sir.
I've been wanting to try for a while, and I thought it fit decently here as like a secondary dark resist priority, and just like another like physical breaker guy that puts a lot of offensive pressure on teams. And it's something that's going to be like low-key slept on because people are like, oh my god, Terra reaching bolt is so scary, but like when you have Conk in the back, then like that's something you also have to consider, because bolt can also be good without Terra. It's really strong. So
Yes,
and
sir.
then the bottom three, Whimsicott I just drafted for anti-cheese stuff, more or less. So like if
That's
like
the Sunsweeper when you set up the Manimal Sunny Day for Raging Bolt. True.
true, like,
Yo, true.
and
Nah.
Cinderace, true.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo, that-
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Arrow, does
True.
Arrow
Put a
get
heat
Sunny
rock
Day?
on that bitch. Put a heat rock on
Okay.
that bitch. Yo.
Whimsicott should come to a game. I don't know if it
Oh,
will, but
no.
it should.
Listen,
Quillfish,
I have more faith that that'll come to a game than Clefairy. So
Yeah, no
like,
stepson this season.
Quillfish 75. Actually, no, 80-20. It comes to a game. So it doesn't come to a game. Like, and then
Yeah.
Rotom,
versus James,
like
baby. Versus
99-1 or 199. So, like,
Come on, man. This is
Yeah, what's with
But
what's
yeah.
with no Clefairy, Harris? Did your spouse get full custody finally, or
hey, which
up
he,
with
sure he took a visit and then
He's spending the summer at mom's house.
He spends every summer at mom's house.
it is February?
I would love to draft Clefairy for a Dragapult matchup, but all the Dragapult teams draft Melmetal, so like it's not like I can do anything about it. So back to the orphanage you go. So I'm like,
All the Dragon Ball teams draft Melmetal.
Anyways, he's bro, just make your excuses not to use Clefairy. He's like, oh, but he's like my child, no, but my dog and grandpa, yes sir. Welcome to the team.
That's pretty
Welcome
good.
to
I
the
love
team,
Grandpa.
grandpa.
James, let's
Anyways.
hear from you. What's something you don't like about this team? Is there anything in particular that sticks out to you other than the terrorist squad at the bottom?
I think, okay, so this is going to sound like a positive, but I will get into the negative with it. I think this team facilitates a lot of the, like, bad, quote-unquote, bad typings to swap into it a lot. Because, like, that's what I love about Terapagos, right? It's just such a good anti-cheese mod of, like, things like, just, like, you have a bad matchup, and it can flip matchups so fucking fast. But I guess my immediate thing was with your fairy being Whimsicott and then Aegislash being your steel. Dragon was a little scary for Bolt, but at the same time, you do have Terapagos, and then Bolt can obviously loves to Terra Fairy, so that's probably your actual fairy.
True.
So it's not the end of the world, but I think like really strong Dragon offensive pressure could be scary for this team, and possibly just like. The thing is, like, it's so hard not to relate this with the coach because I don't think that Harris would let offensive pressure really like blow this team down. I can just see like what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I'm getting dizzy.
No worries.
But basically what I'm trying to say is like if you gave this team to a like little Timmy, like Jabal said, I feel like offensive pressure could be really hard for this team to overcome. Like basically, what am I trying to say, Mystery? Like coming back from a large deficit.
Yeah, right. If
So,
you start slow,
Yes.
I could see it being a tough. But I think Terapagos helps with that as well. But yeah, just
Yeah, and that's exactly
if
what
you
I
get
was
punched in
saying.
the mouth, it could be a little scary, So
But you do have Bolt Terapagos, so and those are matchup flippers instantly. So
Also,
again,
real quick,
I think it covers the holes.
Just real quick, mystery key. Can you answer Omar's question? Because I'm not sure.
I feel bad because Ark already went to bed.
Limps already did, so like you might as well.
Yeah,
at
I
this
guess
point.
so. Yeah, that's fine. Just no one tell Ark. Sorry, buddy.
Hey, you could have saw the chat from Glimpse. Anyway.
True.
Also, you know what? For Ark, me and Mystery will stay in call after and fix his team for him. Easy.
Real.
Also,
what y'all
just
do?
when I wanted to escalate, or add, my bad, to just my team in general. I don't know if I'm fully over the point where I don't believe in drafting fairy types in Gen 9 because like I feel like one, a lot of them are kind of bad. Two, one of the best Terra types is fairy, so like I feel like I can generally just get around that and stuff like that, and most steals generally I would say can work around that. I think you just need like, which is why I'm just a budget fairy type of guy, where I'm just like you just need something that can switch into Draco.
See,
like
this is
once,
what I'm saying.
and, like,
If I don't get Coco or like one of those like the crazy guys, fuck that
Yeah.
shit. We're getting Gramble.
Florges.
We're
Yeah.
the Grand Bulls of the role. Yep.
the aromatis and
Uncle
Grambles of the world. So like,
Aromatisse,
Dansky.
Granbull, Tinkaton, and any of those guys.
Florges,
I'm
you know. Yes, sir.
yeah, I think you can solve dragon matchups through prep, in my opinion. So like,
Right. I see what you're
And see,
saying.
like that's my thing.
See,
Terrence.
my-
That's why I said earlier, where I was like, I think it's more a thing against the team, and then you as a player
Yeah.
can overcome that. It's more of like what I see for the team.
I see. Alright, just to add on, I don't want to talk too much, but the only thing I would
to
add, like the one thing I would be concerned about, because I'm like, at least for me, is that I feel like special attackers will be annoying, because I feel like, when you find like a physical attacker, you'll be like pretty well into him. You got Slow Bro, you got Crook, Intimidate, you got Bob, Ranger Bull, etc. I'm just a little more worried about like a strong special attacker kind of messing up the team, because most of your mods, like at least like a good amount of your mods, like the defensive stats are like skewed to that defense, right? This Spadev. That's like my
Sandy Shocks will
concern.
be putting up some numbers on this team. That's all I know. Mr. Shocks, Mr. Shocks is doing some work here.
I'm
He's
not scared of
ready.
shocks. Never have been. So
Oh.
All right, well, we'll see. I don't know, man. He was
Hey, watch out.
He kind of put you in the ground last season. True.
yeah, when you crit my
No,
spin,
no.
congrats.
I don't need it. We don't need context. We need
No,
results.
no. Anyway, next team.
Next up, we have my goat Tristan with Dark Meat.
It's me.
We prayed for
I don't
times
rank him
like
at the
this.
end.
Oh my god, he's.
Oh yeah, we
finally
got
dead.
Ray Harris. Oops.
Oh yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
Oops.
My bad.
Terrible.
This
ownership.
probably.
I think this would
first?
be number one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna end number one, but just for now.
Yeah. For right now, I agree.
I'm not gonna lie. I would call my team worse than Kyle's, but
I'm
that's
not.
just me.
I'm sorry, man.
I know
I'm not-
you would. I disagree.
I'm
as
talking
well.
about from a. Yeah.
From a draft. Look, I just no way. I'm
Even
sorry.
from a draft perspective, I do. But
No.
oh, well.
All right, Tristan. We got Terra King Gambit. What's up, any warriors? We got Greninja, Mega Nancy, Z Salamence, Rotom Heat, Terra Swampert, Ferrothorn, Weezing Galar, my goat, Reuniclus, my goat, Hariyama, and Big Boy Greedent. So
Big Boy.
Tristan, what compelled you to draft Dark Meat? I'm such a fan. I've been waiting for the days.
I've been waiting for the day as well. I brought up the conversation. Let's allow Terra King Gambit back amongst other Pokemon, and I can't lie. I'm shameless. I just wanted to use him again. It's one of the most fun Pokemon I've ever had, and I love King Gambit too. He's just awesome. So I had to get him again. Thank you people for not taking him. I got a decently high pick. And then I was looking at the speed on the board in round 2. I'm like, okay, we can work with a little Greninja action because I haven't used Greninja in years either. And I was like, I was thinking about it. I'm like, they are both dark types, but King Gambit's going to Terra pretty much every game. And Greninja is going to change his type every time he hits the field. So I don't feel like it's that big of a deal. Also, King Gambit, they're about as opposite as they could be while both being dark types. Like, King Gambit is much bulkier, it's much slower, it's a late game Pokemon. Greninja can be a cleaner, but it's fast, it's a good special attacker. They're providing very different things. Originally, I got couple really unlucky snipes, so I had to completely turn my plan around. But in Grace, it really worked out. Mystery helped me out a little bit. I have never used Salamence before. I don't think I've seen this Pokemon since Green used it in 2018 in FBL.
Come on, bro.
But you know, I like Salamence. I think he's cool, and I'm excited to see what he can do with the Z move because I know he used to be kind of nuts with that shit in Gen 7. You know, and everyone else is kind of just doing their job. You know, DNC's here to fill out speed tiers. I liked it for that. I don't mind having an offensive fairy. I mean, I have a defensive fairy too, Weezing. Not the best, but you know, you need to grab a poison, got to get that roll compression. And then, you know, I'm excited to have Makana on the team. That's my goat.
Yes, sir.
Love Hariyama. You know, he'll have his game for sure. And then Reuniclus too. I've always agreed with Mystery that Reuniclus is cool, and now that we have him in 8 points, I think he's finally worth taking.
Yes.
So, I'm excited to see what he can do. I
Fucking
think
talk
really
to him.
Interesting. You know, he's really strong. He's got great abilities. So I think he's a good generalist. We'll see. Terra Swampert is kind of just because, you know, I might as well get another Terra Captain when I have like
You
the
can bring
extra.
Terra Dark Swampert.
It's time to see always Terra Water. It's time,
Always
Terra
Terra
Dark.
Water. Let's go.
Or the Dark Meat.
yeah, shout the monster.
True.
True.
Triple dark.
Terra Dark Swampers. We can have triple dark.
Yeah.
We'll
show you how dark this meat can get.
Yeah, and I like my removal.
Hey,
I like my
yo!
hazard. That's crazy.
My bad. Continue.
I do wish I had a spinner, but I can't complain too much.
Yeah, the removal is definitely not great. That was like kind of my main gripe when I looked at the team.
I've always been
like,
okay with that though. I'm used to drafting teams that have bad removal. So.
Well, and also you have Diancie, so that helps a little bit that you can offensively keep hazards up the field, hopefully, you know. And you do have like Mons that I think are going to use boots a lot as well with Salamence and Rotom, and Reuniclus gets Magic Guard. Like,
right.
You know, I don't think hazards are like the biggest deal in the world, so I'm not too concerned about it. I like this team. It's definitely not like the most conventional thing ever. And yes, I'm super biased. I will fully admit this has a bunch of fucking Mimons. However, fuck all of you, alright? Reuniclus is fucking here, baby. We are so back. We are so fucking back, alright? He is so much better than 8 points. I don't give a fuck what generation it is. I don't care how many good dark types there are. We all saw they all ran out and people are starting drafting Obstagoon and other fuckers like that. Alright, it's Reuniclus' fucking time.
AV bots
I
anyway.
will say,
Tristan
I
drafted
got
2 of them, so
yeah, exactly. I took them all off the board.
Right.
I'm like,
That's
it's
me, that
Reuniclus.
we see bad
That
players
guy. We
not know
literally
what
have
dark
2
types
dark
to get.
We literally
We
have
see-
2 dark meat teams.
I know Jamal always says this, that like this is such a shitty generation to be a psychic type. I know it's not great, but look, I think this mon is good. I will go to my grave being like, look,
Listen.
he is not as shitty as some of the other fuckers in 8 points. Like, there's some real dog ass in 8 points. Like, you go in that tier and there's terrorism up and down the board. All right, he's not like not like us. He's not like them. All right, he's one of us. He's one of the good guys.
Listen,
Please name Reuniclus not like us, please. Oh my god.
I truly.
listen, hey.
Sorry, go ahead. I just love him.
hey, listen, Misty. I will give you that. Reuniclus is not an issue for me on this team. I'm fine with the Reuniclus. And I already told you, I like Reuniclus
he is
as well.
good. He is good. I know he's flawed. I know he doesn't get like teleport or.
I wish you would have gotten a fucking Terra over Purd on this. That would have been cool.
Well, it was 2
I
points. We
can,
only
he's
had one extra point.
point,
Now, see,
unfortunately.
that's-
I would have, I promise.
Or see Reuniclus.
Downgrade Makana.
True.
Yeah,
I
listen,
thought-
I could downgrade Makana, but I was like, I finally have him on a team where I actually like having him on the team.
Also,
Sorry.
it was
He's
between
calling your name.
Mens and Reuniclus. We did talk, but I was like, I think, and this could be like a swap up later. Like if we feel like Reuniclus like needs
Yeah,
the
because
Z.
I think he could be a good Z captain too, especially with Magic Guard, and he's got high special
Yeah.
attack. That could be really good. So
Yeah. So
Alright.
anyway, Jamal, it seems like you're fiending to talk about this team. Please don't kill him. All right, please.
Reuni is not the one getting killed here. Like, you already know
I
what's
was
going
gonna
on.
say, I have no issue with Reuniclus. Bro can stay. I do not care. Matter of fact, yeah, keep the Reuniclus.
Yes.
I think he's fine for this team. Listen, alright. No. Like, the main thing that stands out for me, and it's kind of funny because of how it's lined up, is that second row right there. That the defensive core right there. It's just it's looking kind of mid to me. I'm a little concerned. The defensive core, they look a little fraudulent. Cause I'm like, it's not like your mods can't take hits, Tristan. I'm not worried about them not taking hits, but it's more like the longevity is what I'm worried about because it's like 2 out of the 4 they relied on pace split, which is like pace split is recovery, yes, but it's not the best. Then the other 2 are relied on leftovers, so it's like that's like my big true. Like those are like the longevity is what I question about the defensive mods or defensive pieces on here, and especially since it's not like I feel like your team can play a real fast game because Greninja and Mega Niantic are strong. They're not like hidden. It's not like they like always are claiming like KOs like immediately, and they're like kind of easy to like thread it like get threatened by like a revenge kill, especially
great
like
point, Pickles. Great points. The sooner they die, the sooner King Gambit wins. True.
Now, I was gonna say that is no. I was gonna get to that. That is the end goal. It's like that's the best thing. Like you're trying to get the most out of your defensive pieces before they die. And the King Gambit's like, all right, it's my turn.
My time is now. I actually kind of like that a little bit. Hold on. Wait a minute. This kind of works.
See, listen. That's what's on paper. It sounds fine, but I'm like, how much are we getting? We'll get up a hazard. We're definitely getting up a hazard with the defensive core. But what else are we getting from them? Maybe we get a little burn from like the Rotom Heat or
Look, all I'm saying is the longevity. Once again, Reuniclus helping out Regenerator and Recover. He does it all.
What's also funny, Mystery? I feel like Reuniclus is also that King Gambit role where it's like he's waiting for that end game and then you pull out the Life Orb Trick Room set at the end.
I'm saying. This is what I'm fucking saying, dude.
Let's just say, I think. Like I'm not worried about the Tristan's team's end game. I'm more worried. I'm questioning the early game. What can the team do in the early game?
I think that's where Greninja needs to shine, though. Is like that needs to be like he needs to like either get a hazard up or just starts clicking like Specs Hydro or be like Life Orb Mix like that. And just dent the team. Sure, go ahead.
Especially since also real quick. Especially since Greninja's the only offensive mod with pivot. I agree with that. He's carrying the early game with the defensive core. All right, go ahead.
I love the way Jamal put it. That was like my immediate thought when I saw this team is longevity, and then the fact is, yes, you want King Gambit to close games. I just fear that it's almost like a too little, too late scenario where it feels like Tristan's gonna get behind early. Like he has to play really, really, really well early game, and it's gonna be hard. Especially in a D1 where like you have some really good players. And that was my thought too, is like when I was looking at this, kind of what Jamal was saying, a lot of these Pokemon really love their items, specifically the defensive core, and all of your knock swap-ins are quote unquote more offensive. Like Diancie can do it 1 or 2 times, but you're not consistently swapping Mega Diancie into knockoff Pokemon. And so like that means your Pert, that means your Rotom, that means your Ferrothorn, that means your Weezing.
I think Pharaoh's a pretty good knock.
Can allow knock, like if you run a helmet.
Yeah, Sam Weezing loves helmet. I think Z-Mens is the sleeper knock switching with like Intimidate.
True.
Sure.
Plus, that wish.
True.
Like, don't get me wrong. I think there's ways to
He's healing the team.
True. Better than Toad is. Like, real.
I'm saying.
I think you can facilitate. It's okay. I think you can facilitate knock. I really do. I think you can facilitate it. I just think, like, especially kind of what we were saying early knock is really scary.
Finally get out of here.
Let's say you run helmet on like Ferrothorn or Weezing to help chip something down, and you get knocked early in the game, and now you're not actually doing that chip that you initially needed.
Well, that's what I think that can be a problem for. I kind of see what you're saying, but I don't really agree. I don't think
it's a huge deal. It's like
it's not as big.
I don't think it's like a massive deal. I'm just saying like maybe it's a little nitpicky. I just think that this team can get overwhelmed early, and it's going to be really
I agree with that.
For Tristan to gain ground. Like King Gambit is one of those ones that you want to do that, but if he just like starts really bad and he gets him down like 6-3 early in the game, it's gonna be like
to me it's like this whole team comes down to how well Gren, and I'm gonna say it quietly because I know I've been hyping up Reuniclus play, mostly Gren, but like if the Granites played well, I really do think this is like a very solid team. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, okay, I get the vision at least. You know, it's not like some of these other teams that look completely fucking directionless.
I like the team way more than when he was drafting, if that makes sense.
Right.
Like the way I look at it.
Yes.
And I will say this, I'll give Mystery his props. I actually do like Reuniclus on this team,
Woo!
specifically because it has. Well, here's also a thing that I don't think got pointed out. I really like how it pairs with Gambit, of like it can Trick Room, get a really strong hit off, possibly die, and then King Gambit can come in with Trick Room.
I just know that because it's Trick Room in singles.
Right, it's not what I'm. It's not the plan. Like the plan isn't gonna be Trick Room like into Gambit, but
I was thinking more so solo Trick Room for Reuniclus. Like I like that.
I think that's what is interesting. Is like Gren is like an early game breaker. Reuniclus is like almost like a mid to late game, and then King Gambit to close it out with like 2 Trick Room turns left potentially to just weaken shit. You know?
That's exactly what I was saying. That's exactly what I was saying.
Like that. Okay,
is like. What basically Reuniclus sets Trick Room for himself, but let's say he gets a really big damage move off on a wall or an offensive line.
Clapped. Okay.
And then Trick Room has like maybe 1 or 2 turns, but that's just enough for King Gambit to get a fast SD or kill something. So,
I'm so emotionally invested in this team. You have no idea. Like I have never cared about a Tristan team as much as I care. This team has so many of my guys, like my fucking guys. All right, I need to see this team fucking work.
Like, listen, my parlay's on
dude, this Reuniclus hits 10 kills. I'm letting you know. I got 2 of the cigars left. One of them's getting lit up. I'm letting you know right now. He hits double-digit kills. We're lighting that bitch up. All right, I fucking love this guy.
Had a little bit more power.
I don't give a fuck.
Are you doing it even if it's 10-10?
I don't. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Because at least he's coming to 10 games. I don't give a fuck.
That's
10 games, 10 trades. Let's go.
Oh, I guess if he dies 10 times, that's real.
Yeah. So, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think if Reuniclus and Greninja, like, and Gambit, I think those 3, like, legitimately do work together, and it's really just about role players at that point. I think you have good role players. So, I like this team. Harris, we didn't hear much from you. Obviously, we did talk about it a lot, so try to keep it brief, but anything particular stand out that we didn't mention?
Not much. Like Jamal kind of really nicked the point where I'm not really liking the middle row and stuff like that. But just because I feel like it's just kind of, I don't know, it's just a bunch of defensive bonds that I generally just don't like, and they're pretty one note in what they do, I would say. I mean, the team in general kind of feels one note to me. I'd probably say the most versatile bonds are like Gren and Reuni. Like, but yes. Like, that's it for me. I don't know. It just feels like a little too, like, I know what it's gonna do, so it telegraphs prep a little too easily for me. But like, but like, what matters is if you can stop it, is the thing. So.
Right. We all know what King Gambit can do, but can you stop it?
Not a perfect team, but I think this team has the pieces to be a playoff team. And, you know, Tristan did go on a bit of a run last season, got into semis, and, you know, I believe gave Kyle at least a bit of a game there for a little while. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. He wasn't expecting to play this season, but I'm happy he's here, and I'm so happy that Reuniclus is here. These are so many of my guys, so like I need it so bad. You have no idea.
Like, this team need to be.
You don't understand how I was alone on an island during fucking when we did tier shifts, man, and these fuckers are.
Yeah, I'm glad he's actually being drafted for fucking 8 points rather than being at 10 or 11 and not being chosen because he was too many points.
I mean, he said I like Reuniclus.
No, I know you like him.
Not a
really
reunion believer in Gen 9, but like, who knows? We'll see. Like,
look, I don't think he's perfect, but yeah, I won't hype anymore yet.
The Reuniclus glaze gotta stop, bro. We gotta move on. Wait, rank the team.
Look, I'm bouncing on that shit. You got me fucked up.
I
definitely think it's better. It's definitely better than Omar's team.
Upper.
Please put me above Kyle, please.
I like it more than Kyle's. I don't think those two will agree with me.
I was gonna say it can be below Kyle's.
I don't agree.
I fully disagree.
We're outvoted. The no hazard removal team will continue to be too high, but it's okay.
Listen, you buy Reuniclus, I'm buying by Karen Black.
Hey, we take top 3 though. We take it. All
I'm
right.
saying, he could be right there.
Next up, we have
Comfortably.
Roberto, who is
Oh man,
who is in the chat. Yes, he is my goat. Urshifu Rapid with Terra, Zapdos, Weavile, Iron Moth, Scizor, Terrahydrapple, Mega Bro, my beloved, Donphan, Z Diancie, Reggie Gigas, and my Hound.
listen, Howdoom's gone. Amazing team, immaculate team. Howdoom's off the team. I love it. Oh my goodness,
That's the
Now
Chimbo
it's-
answer.
I wish he would.
Bro.
I wish he would. She would. Man, go ahead and pick
Dude,
it up again,
early
Robert.
bird,
You
early
got-
bird rest. Are we here?
Shut the fuck up.
Early bird.
I mean, I think I would be more scared. I think I would respect Hydrapple without terror checking my chin pal more than
That's
Houndoom.
crazy. That's crazy.
That's
Scizor plus Houndoom. We're here. Oh yeah. Anyway,
Oh yeah.
this team feels like a little, I don't know, a little dated. I'm not sure how to really describe it. Like, it's so
You
many
guys
Robert
some
teams for
Gen
me.
6 fighters.
So many teams that Robert drafts for me just feel like they're checking boxes, and I kind of feel we're back to square one. Harris, you didn't talk much on the last one. Do you want to kind of take this one off, Rip, and we'll just go around? Also, because I'm assuming you'll have to build
Sure.
at some point.
I just kind of just greenlit some mons that he wanted to use, and I think they made some sense, like synergetically wise. I'm just like, okay, yeah, like, and then stuff like that. So, for the positives, I'd say the Terras are really, really good. I would say, like, I think Urshifu Rapid and Hydrapple are obviously very solid Terras. An issue I have is I don't know how well they'll function together because I think they're both kind of Terra Hogs in a sense, but like. I'd probably say Urshifu Rapid is the better Mon without Terra than Hydrapple, so it's going to be interesting to see how that flexes, I would say. But
Right.
generally, I believe both Mons are very scary on their own. Like, Hydrapple doesn't really care about HP Ice and, like, a thing, I would say. For a thing, because, like, it's pretty bulky, naturally. So, it's going to be neat to take, like, I don't know, booster attack Tusk Ice Spinner or something like that. Robert, stop complaining about the slow, bro. You should have taken it round 3. Be quiet, all right? So so
Damn,
let's
call
see.
him out. You got the better
Yeah,
one.
I
Anyway.
will.
Who cares?
I will.
Hey, true.
Yeah, like, Oh, Tusk. Yeah, that's a you problem. Sorry. Like, so let's see. I mean, you made the changes with like Moth and like Scizor and Weavile and stuff like that. I think Mega Bro's a good fit. It makes sense with this team. Future Sight with Urshifu is probably the most OU thing ever, and you're just like putting it on a Mega, which is cool. Like,
Right.
Donphan's a cool rocker. I kind of wish it wasn't the only rocker other than Diancie, which is cool. With Z Diancie is like, it's all right. Like for what it's worth, you can run those Z Heal Bell sets or
Yes, sir.
maybe Trick Room sets with like I don't know,
What does
Twinkle
Z Trick
Tackle
Room do?
or like Inferno Overdrive.
It gives you an
No, not Z Trick Room, just Z sets with Trick Room. So
What does it
Oh,
do?
okay.
The Trick Room sets the Trick Room at the beginning of the turn.
No, it doesn't.
I'm pretty sure we read about that.
that makes no
It
sense.
just gives you an
Trick
accuracy
Room's negative
boost.
priority.
It does not do that. It does.
Hold up,
No,
accuracy boost for the Diamond Storm.
True. We're so back.
I didn't know
I
it
built-
raised accuracy. I thought it gave you priority because it doesn't give
No.
it negative.
No. It's the exact
But
same.
yeah,
priority.
I think a lot of this team is gonna come down to how you prep with it. As I will tell Robert, if this Shifu is max, I'm killing you. So like you just need to bulk it out, like, and just heads up, defensive Terra.
We're talking about
and
this.
just
If
start
I
clicking
see this
with it.
Mega
So, like,
Sloper run teleport, if I see this shit run teleport, I'm coming after you, Robert. I better see Nasty fly, Combine.
Dude,
Iron
Robert,
Defense.
after this recording session, I will send you what my Mega Bro did week 1. All right, Trick Room plot. Look, he is fucking awesome, bro. Like,
Nah, Robert. No way you said that. You can run teleport like a few games. I bet you can.
You can run teleport, just not every game. Like is all. Like
no one's gonna be prepping, especially when you have Rapid. Like, they're not gonna be prepping for bro.
Yeah,
So
I'm saying they don't give a fuck about Mega Slow, bro. They could be like, oh, bot, I need prep for high bot. I need prep for or shoot for Rapid Strike.
It also gets amazing coverage for you to run with plot, which is cool too.
yeah, Calm Mind, Iron Defense. Like, he has so many cool sets that he can run. I just
Yeah.
please use him to the best of his ability. He is fucking awesome.
I guess my problem is my main issue is the team is defensively kind of jank, but like
Yeah.
that's it really. To be honest,
bro,
like,
type fuck you.
I think the offense is generally pretty good.
dedicated hater.
Reggie Gigas and Minetric are like never coming to games, but like
Nah,
you know.
that's cap. Reggie
Okay,
Gigas
this
coming
Reggie
to
Gigas. Okay, this Reggie Gigas is coming versus Spectre and losing. All right, but like that's it. So like,
No,
I
it's
don't
not. That's cap. Yo, watch out, bro. Don't come on, man.
It'll win when it gets its act. It'll maybe win when it gets its act together. So maybe.
Yo.
Y'all fucking with the confused Ray Reggie Gigas? Yeah.
Or it'll win.
I-
Or it'll
we're
win
gonna
because the
ignore that
Spectre will
was
just
kind
be
of
max
bars
max.
for Harris. That was like low key bars. Holy shit.
True. I think. Anyway.
Anyway, I don't think we have much else to add. The removal is fine with the three guys. Hazard setting is fine-ish with Don Fan Dynasty. Yeah, you should be able to get that done most weeks.
Yeah,
You know.
I think. I feel like the only extra comment I want to add is that I low key wish this team had some spikes. Because I'm like, I feel like
It
Rapid
does.
Strike. And no, does
Dynasty.
Dynasty get spikes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
It
I
is.
forgot.
I don't think it's great at it, but it has
Alright.
it.
You get another spike using though. Like,
Yeah, a better
Okay.
spiker than Dynasty. But yeah, he does.
Yeah, make
There's
Reggie
no
Gigas
lots to
this
talk,
miracle
you can,
to be
but-
stat.
All right.
you know what he says, man. Alright, move on. I kind of rank the team. No ways.
I built this team at 3 a.m., so I think this is okay.
Oh, of course, that's why there's a Weavile on it. A Zapdos.
That's not true. He had the
Weavile.
Weavile beforehand. Fuck yourself.
Bro,
No, but he had before. I just like the team he had before was like crazy outdated, and I try to fit pieces on to help like the offensive pressure a lot more. I think Urshifu was really cool, and then I really liked Hydrapple as secondary Terra, and like can still work low key defensively for this team. I don't think it's like the best thing ever, but he has like a decent typing for the team, and he can still function even if he is greedy Terra. But I still think it gives a good like emergency button for like if you need to get out of a sticky situation, no pun intended.
I get it.
But I liked Moth more. Helped
no,
a
the
lot
Iron
with
Bot
the
was a
offensive
good choice.
Yep, really
It's
really
okay,
helps.
Robert. I
pressure
got you
carries.
for prep.
Okay, carried my
Um,
hairs again.
But I really liked the Iron Moth helping pressure fairies on this team, and then I loved the Mega Bro. That was my favorite part. I know we've talked about it a lot, but Future Sight with her Shifu is always like tried and true. I like that a lot, and just the fact that the offensive pressure Slowbro can exert on this team feels so open, and I like that a ton. So yeah, that was kind of my thought. I don't think it's perfect, but I think that it checks a ton of boxes that I really like, and I think it goes well into a ton of teams and to do
Yeah,
one as
so-
well.
Oh, you know what? I remember what comment I wanted to make. No, this team of robbers, this feels like what he was trying to do last season, but done like 10 times better.
Yeah, like I said, that's why it felt like we're kind of back to where we were last season. But yeah, I definitely prefer this team over like last season's team was literally the most check boxes. Like I
The
have
most
this, I have this.
Average Joe.
Yeah, this is a better version of it. And I just think you have better Pokemon in
Like,
general. I'm a
Call
fan.
me James the Optimizer. True.
Yeah, that's not what we're
Alright.
calling
Well,
you.
Rob-
We're
we'll
calling
not call
you
you
James
that.
the
Well, Robert,
Kangaskhan
I'm like-
supporter.
Change the
Well,
sellout.
Robert,
change
I
the
was like-
seller.
Well,
We'll
just
draft
skip me.
you.
Just skip me.
No.
Well, I told Robert like don't draft GU, and I said GU sucks, and then Robert drafted GU, and he's like, yeah, GU sucks, and I said don't draft Bundle, it sucks, and he's like, okay, I want to draft Bundle, and Bundle sucked, so I'm just like, yeah, okay, so like point proven.
Anyway, where are
Hey,
you
listen.
ranking this team, boys?
I like it a lot.
That's what I'm saying. I really like this one.
I would
think
maybe it's a little
above
high. I would put it
Omar.
at that.
Definitely above Omar.
It's in Tristan's.
I
I like it more than Tristan.
I look.
personally.
Yeah, I think I like him more. I think he has like.
guys. No, I'm just.
I
My
think
bad,
I
bro.
agree. I the more like I look at it, I'm a fan. Especially I'm slowly becoming the world's biggest Mega Bro fan. I think he's super epic. So
Yeah, join the team.
And this is the one that I like more than Kyle's as well.
I
You
was
put
gonna
it
say, listen. You can. I know Harris can probably make argument that Kyle's team is better in some way, but I like Robert's more. And listen, and I say something because there's a shit dose right there. I didn't even shit on the sap dose. Y'all should be happy. Oh my goodness.
true.
I genuinely, maybe this is just me because I built it and stuff, but I genuinely think as of all the teams right now, I'd put at the top.
All right.
You think above Harris?
That one's
like it a bit more
closer.
than Harris. I think
That
it's
one's
closer.
close.
I think it's definitely closer, and I could see either going either way. So like, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't be mad.
I
just think it's
definitely like it more than
personally better.
Kyle's team.
Yes.
I said my team is below Kyle's, and I wouldn't put it above Kyle's either. That's just me. So like,
We know.
Yeah, well, I think you're biased. Tristan, how do you feel? Do you like Harris's or Robert's team more? Gun to your head.
I like Harris's team more.
Okay, I'm kind of there too.
I would rather use Harris's team.
I think I prefer it a little bit more.
Robert's team is fine. Yeah, it is close.
I think we go.
Damn.
I think we go Harris, Robert, Kyle.
I think
Yeah,
Harris
we
has
can put
slightly
Roberts.
more.
That's fine. Like I said, I
Pokemon.
think it's fine. I just, in my personal opinion, I think it's all personal too, bias, because I would use Robert's team over Harris's.
But I think
I
you
mean,
would
it's-
prefer
this is all
Robert's team than
personal.
Harris's.
That's
My
what I
bad,
said.
Tristan.
All right, now we get on to our boy Jamesy. Hi, buddy. We have also it's sleeping hollow. It's not sleeping. It's sleepy. Dude, Arc is so.
bruh.
I love
Oh my-
Arc. I
Sleeping Hollow,
really,
baby.
I really do.
Nice.
We love Arc, but Arc, you're illiterate.
Because we
Moving
sleeping
on.
on James this season.
True,
We sleep-
true. Everyone is sleeping on James.
We are changing this right now. How do we? I don't even know how to do this. All right, well,
Oh,
fucking.
no.
We'll come back to this later. Wait,
Oh,
am I-
no,
hold
we
on.
bring
Check
don't break the
database.
dog.
Yeah, here we
Oh,
go.
I got my
Video,
favorite
let's
color
go.
of that. That's cool.
Here we
Yes,
go.
it's sleep from there.
There we go. Sleepy.
Watch it.
And also, it's hollow with two O's, right?
No, what?
Like hollow. It's HALLOW.
To be fair, I'll even give it this one. I always forget this one because my spelling is also bad.
I thought. Okay, well, I'll leave that
Yeah.
for now. But it's got to be at least sleepy. It's got to be the the correct stuff. Anyway, Sleepy Hollow Jirachis. We're back. James, we got Great Tusk.
No,
Tara.
it is spelled right. It's hollow as in like the tree hollow, not like hollow as in like it's yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Okay.
Tusk, Ogerpon, Cornerstone, Terra Petulant, Roaring Moon, Samurai Hisui, Megazard, I should say. Jirachi, my guy, Bulu, it's time.
Boo!
Bro! Electros, Boo, you, Galissapod, and
Fuck you.
Nursery.
Go! Number one team. Yep.
All right,
All right,
I'll say,
next.
who wins the 1v1? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Well,
Please
that's fine.
get
That's
Bulu
fine.
the hell off
Okay,
this team.
alright.
God's probably
Let
the
me
one
go.
heavy.
Get Bulu the hell off this team, please. Please.
James, before we get all these haters, what do you think about your team?
I like it a lot. I mean, I'm not gonna talk a ton. I'll let you guys talk about it, but a lot of interesting mons. I always had to get my mons on there. My boy, my little baby sweet boy, is on the team. And then I want to use Bulu before he becomes cool in ZA, and everybody drafts him when he gets glide and play rough. True. Anyways,
I would like to point out real quick that while tier shifts were going on, we moved Jirachi down, I believe, either 3 or 2 points down to 12, and when James when this was done, we all said the reason it's this high is to stop James from drafting it every season, and he said, "I'm not even going to draft it, guys."
I did not say that.
Yes, you
That is
did. Yes, you
complete
did.
lie.
Yes,
That
you
is
did.
complete
Yes, you
lie.
did.
Yes,
I
you
want
did.
to be
You
on
were
the
like,
record.
Yes,
you were like,
I
we
say
could
that.
lower him. I'm not going to draft him.
I
Bro,
didn't say it like that.
That's
I
what
did
you
not say it
did.
like
That is exactly what
Listen,
you did.
unfortunately for the rest of chat, it's an objectively fine pick on this team.
No,
Like,
I'm not.
literally.
I'm not even hating. Like,
No, it's just funny though.
it's just
It's funny.
James. He's so
I said it-
shameless.
I said Mystery
Especially
was
since he
biased
said
to
he
be-
wanted he was gonna get crowd was available. He's like, no, Jirachi.
Come home, sweet boy. But yeah,
I couldn't-
James,
I couldn't resist.
continue.
I couldn't
Yeah,
stay
we
away.
know. We know.
Yeah, you were itching. I know you're feeling.
You're lucky it happened to fit because you know the biggest sin running rocks on Great Tusk. You deserve to be smacked, like
That's
a
what I'm
little
saying.
more than smacked. But like I'll put it
Yeah.
nicely.
I like
so
the
at least
hype
Jirachi
instead
can
of
do that.
Rachi. I think Rachi does extremely well here. It's a great pivoter into my offense. Samurot's setting spikes, and then I have a good, decent rocker with Rachi, and I don't have to use Tusk. Ogerpon also gets spikes, which is cool. I love the offense.
And
The offense is
Glassapod.
amazing. Yep, true. I have so many spikers. Holy fuck. But I really, really, really like the emergency button of Ogerpon on this team, and it also kind of gives me some funny grassy glide shit with Bulu. Petra runs cool on here, just a defensive pivot in terms of like it fills in a lot of defensive gaps for me since my team is extremely, extremely, extremely offensive. And then I really wanted to try Moon, and we got the Dark Meat 2.0 over here.
Yeah.
Not King Gambit Greninja by any means, but Roaring Moon Samurot's pretty close behind. So, like the Dark Meat spam over here, and then I've really wanted to use. My biggest reason for why I went with this is because with Gen 9 kind of coming to a close, we're going into a new generation. I resisted. Everyone was on the Sun bandwagon, and I didn't do it. And I wanted to give it one last taste, James Flair kind, before we move on to the next gen. So, given like the big guys, Roaring Moon and Great Tusk a try.
Is the James Flair drafting Zard Y on a team where the only remover is Great Tusk?
It's the best remover in the game, so yeah.
It's not.
I objectively disagree.
Great Tusk is definitely the best spinner.
It's the best at clicking rapid spin, but I don't think you want it to be the only remover on your team.
Yeah, I mean, me and James argued about this yesterday, and I'm not backing off this hill. I don't care. I still, regardless of whether or not Tusk is running spin every week or not, I don't think it's like objectively a good thing to be like, you have to be the remover every week for my Zard Y.
You would prefer a second one. I agree with that.
Yeah,
I also have
to at least like change it up. At least like
I
people.
just don't feel that way because I have Hazard Stack. I force my opponent to remove. I'm playing
But that
super
doesn't
offensively
matter.
anyways.
It doesn't. If they have spin, you don't have a spin. I mean, your spin blocker is Petrium, but it's
literally
also
have a spin
Terra.
block.
Okay, retard. I just said that.
I'm just saying. I fit the gaps together.
No, it doesn't matter though. Like if you want to run like a bulk up, booster energy mon, and say even like Zard's not there that week, because I don't think this is like an every single week Zard. I mean, I think it's going to be here often, but like, do you think it's going to come to all of your games? Probably not. Like,
I think that goes with my point though. Then I don't really need to have to remove for Zard at that point.
Okay,
And I
but
don't
then you
really,
lose
like-
30 on Cornerstone.
right.
I'll give that.
You
but-
still have another
If you're
mod.
running like a bulk up booster speed or anything at all, like just because he has spin doesn't mean he can come in at any point and spin. It doesn't mean he wants to take a hit and then spin after, or risk taking a hit as a hazard comes up and then spin. Just because he's good at it doesn't mean that it's going to be like a seamless, like, this is just fine, like there's no other option, it's totally fine. I don't have
I'm
anything
not
else to
saying
worry
it's
about.
not a flaw. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's not a flaw. I just think that the way that a lot of my games are going to play out and how fast and offensive my team is, I think I can facilitate that part of the game a lot better.
Okay, James,
than
I
my
agree with.
team.
No, James, I agree with that. Though to Mystery's point, though, it's like Great Tusk. Great Tusk loves running spin. He probably got to spin on like all his sets. But the thing is, too, Great Tusk also likes clicking his stabs. So it's like
He
and
likes to click banded headlong rush. He likes to fucking, do
Yeah,
everything.
you talk about his fast games. Great Tusk's gonna help with those fast games by clicking headlong in close combat. If he's clicking those, he's not clicking spin. So it's like,
I'll give you guys that. I definitely do.
Yeah,
Also,
I was
your
like-
team
Can we,
is-
can we
your
point
team
out, hold
is-
on, real quick in the chat, Spice just pointed out, thank goodness I added Defog Cleavor to my team last second. Come on, bro.
nah, Spice. Don't say Cleavor's name.
Not again. We can't do
Spice,
more
you're only
Bro,
Removal
if
based is
if we can use Cleavor's defog, I'm using Cartana as a defogger. I'm using
defensive
fucking
cards to
Blaziken
return.
Don't
as a
say that with
defogger.
Mystery here, I was gonna say.
We need a
I'm using
defensive,
Blaziken as a
defensive steal on
defogger,
this
bro.
team.
True. But yeah, I also think that goes both ways with your team being so offensive. If Tusk, I would much prefer to see you have removal on one of your few defensive pieces, because otherwise, especially like Petch and Jirachi, yeah, they get recovery. Jirachi gets Wish, which is like 2 move slots, whatever. But when they're your only defensive pieces, you don't want to be switching them into hazards. They're not going to have many chances to click their recovery moves or get HP back.
Right, this feels like a very typical, Petron's be running like boots just to like stay healthy in the game, and which again isn't the worst thing in the world. I'm not a boots hater, but I just like having at least a little bit of flexibility to be like, okay, I trust that I can get hazards off this game when my only other option is fucking Zard Y. Like I don't know. I just don't feel great. I wish there was another guy. It really just not a fan. I also I don't really understand the changes that happened. The Silvally, I kind of like Silvally on the team a little bit. I'm not even his biggest supporter, but like Jamal cover yours. I'm not really sure why Glissad's here. You already have a water type that sets up
Oh, man.
spikes. I'm not trying to be a hater. I'm just putting it out there.
No.
Electros is fine. I don't know. He's just kind of a Pokemon. And
He's dealt
Ursaring,
with flying resist other than Jirachi, but yeah.
sure, yeah. I mean, again, not the end of the world. Who was the Electro? You had Jolteon before. That's the other thing, is either the speed then dropped to 119, which Jolteon's not that much higher. It's not the end of the world, but the changes I really wasn't a huge fan of. I woke up to that and was pretty shocked that was the way you went. But overall, I think this team has some cool pieces. I'm excited to see how Bulu fits with the, some of these guys on the ground here. I think you picked a good ground type to go with Bulu. I know you hate him.
Get him out.
We need Specs Bulu at least one time, James. Please bring
I
him
even
home.
hate him. He's just mad.
We need
Like-
Bulu on the bench.
No, we need Bulu star player. Ogerpon,
I
take
need-
a seat,
I need
buddy.
Bulu-
We have a new sheriff in town.
Oh yeah, Bulu gotta go.
I want to
After
wake up
that-
tomorrow and see. I want to wake up tomorrow, look at the tier list, and see available next to Bulu. So
Exactly. He gets 1 week. What?
I'm
That's-
afraid none of us are gonna give Obi.
That's the other thing. I think James has a lot of points here that if he realizes this team isn't like good enough or has something that it struggles with, I think he can turn this around and go,
Right.
really fix something like and make it feel like a championship contender. But if it is, as constructed, great. But I would be pretty hard pressed to say that like this right now is like a ready to go title team, but we'll see. Not my least favorite James team. That would probably go to the Kang team.
I
Or
think
the
the
Hound- or the
biggest
Houndoom
thing is
team.
like, if anything, like just like as one last comment, I think this could be a championship ranked team if James like played perfectly, at least if James was at the top of his game, Sean Wagonfruit, he can have the title, but we get like average James, it's not, James not having his best day, ooh,
Right. I'm just so afraid that
maybe
like
tough to win.
it's like you want to play relatively fast, I'd imagine, with this team, and it's almost like
Really well.
right. And so we kind of talked about earlier with who was it was
Okay, hold on.
Oh.
Just real quick. What are you talking about, like, in a lower division? Okay, yeah, if Great Tusk is your only remover in, like, fucking D3, then yeah, you'll be fine, bro.
right. I mean, yeah, he played D3, and no offense to the people in FDN and PBL, but they're not exactly the highest level of competition. But I was talking about earlier with Kyle's team that like playing one speed isn't great because if someone moves you off your spot, you're kind of now playing their game, and I don't love that. And I kind of feel like this can kind of go two ways, where if someone gets ahead of you early, it sucks, or if they just want to draw this shit out. Like if they're like, fine, let's play 50 turns. I'll see if you can play 50. I don't know if you can like do it.
This team cannot play 50. I don't think.
And I'm that's what I'm terrified of. It's like if someone's like, fine, let's really like if Harris plays against you, like I wonder if he's just gonna be like, fine, let's see how long you can if you're gonna be able to play every turn correctly, and that's what I would be afraid of. But I think this team has pieces, so it's definitely not the worst.
Let's rank him at the bottom. No,
I agree. Times, you have new competition. Definitely like more than Alphas. Definitely like more than Taylor's.
Is it?
Arc.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think it's automatically above
Yeah.
Omar's. Like,
Sure. And then so it's Tristan.
If you ask me, I'd probably put it above Tristan, but that's just me. So like,
I agree.
It's close. I like the really.
It's close, but I at least I think I can. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased because I would use James' team more, but and no, that's not because of just Glycopod. But I don't know. I also feel like James' team, I would give it better odds of like winning consistently over Tristan's, just team wise. That's my reasoning.
I think the high end outcome of James's team is higher than Tristan's.
Right.
but I'm not sure I agree consistently. I don't think the average game, like, because you got to think the highs and lows of a draft season, especially with someone like James. No disrespect, but you know.
But yeah, I was like trying to think of it just team, like if we put Lil Timmy versus Lil Timmy. You know,
I guess so. I think James's team has a tiny bit higher. Like I think it has an higher upside. So I guess I'd go with that. And then it's Kyle, which I still think is too high, but whatever.
I was like, they're similar though. That's all I was saying. You could argue James is higher than Kyle's because I feel like they're similar.
I would take it over Kyle's.
Yeah, I think
100%.
I personally agree with that. 'Cause I think it's a little more of a like I think it's at least James can maybe play balance, whereas Kyle, it's like there's no balance.
Right, like I said, there's 2 speeds to beat this, whereas I think if you get ahead, like Kyle, if you beat him in the sack war, I don't know, I'm a little worried, but I'm fine with James 3, and everyone just kind of moves down 1. That works for me. Yeah, I know. Whatever, Harris. Whatever, man. You're too high on that team. I'm sorry. All right. Oh, we got me. Let's go. So we got Tapu Koko,
Finally,
Terra
I'm never
Zarude.
15 team.
All right, bro. Gojik Fire, Gliscor, Xenia Lego, Terra Buzzwole, Iron Crown, Mega Blastoise, Dudunsparce. My guy Stutter Sparse is finally home. Corsola Galar and the Goat Minun. Had to have him here.
All right, we'll talk about it first,
This
man.
team sucks.
God.
True.
I think the top 3 are really, really good. I think that's, something I always look at is like everyone's top 3 is like, who the star players are. And I think this team has one of the better top 3s. The rest of the team, I'm not like super thrilled about. Like, it's not like I'm jumping for joy that Gliscor is here. It's an unfortunate reality. Nihilego's a mon I'm pretty high on, and I was for a long time. I think he's very, very solid. Big fan. Buzzwole's a mon I've never used before. Gotta be real. He's a mon that could go at the deadline or earlier if I just don't feel like he's helping the team that much. But he was only 1 extra point with Terra. I was like, fine, that works. I was hoping to have another ground switch in because this team either gets fucked by grounds or resist grounds. So, I guess it helped because a lot of my offensive pieces are weak. I think this is a decent Mega Blastoise team despite not having a Wishmaster. I don't think is pressured to be too much offensively. Obviously, he gets Terrain Pulse options with Coco as well, so he can hit the opposing waters that he doesn't love to deal with. Adds a spinner, adds just kind of, he's just a guy. He's hanging out. I'm a fan of Blastoise overall, and I've always kind of shit on Mega Blastoise a little bit, so I want to see if he's got anything in the tank. And then the guy, I was a bit of a hater last season, I won't lie. And Jamal and Harris told me, "Oh no, Iron Crown! Oh, he's so good! Oh my god!" And I didn't believe it, and unfortunately, believe I was mistaken. I do think he's pretty good.
You apology. I wasn't familiar with your game.
I was very unfamiliar with Iron Crown's game. I think he's pretty sweet. He's a mon that could also be Terra, like if Dudunsparce or Buzzwole. Like, I know Zarude's relatively Terra huggy, but if it's something I feel like Crown can manage, like being another Terra captain, I'll make the swap at some point. And that's what I like about this team is that I think like fixability wise, it has a lot of points. So I'm just kind of waiting to see how the dominoes fall, and someone makes like a panic move, and I can swoop in. But I think for now the team can tread water and has cool pieces, including Coco with Hidden Power, which is my guy. I've always loved him. So, that's all I got. I think not my best team I've ever drafted, but at least fun. I think it's got a lot of cool guys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who wants to go, but
Harris, you want to go first? Are you ready?
My stance is kind of the same. I like, as I've said before, like the top 6, not including Buzzwole. Basically everything from Coco to Nihilego and Crown I really like, and then I don't like the bottom 5 at all. But I feel like as an offense team, has some pretty good pieces. Like Coco, I mean, that mon can facilitate literally anything. Zarude's broken. Gouging Fire is broken. Like, Gliscor, as much as I don't like it, I guess it could be like a necessary evil, like a ground check, which I will say that's something nice that Buzzwole kind of offers, to where you at least have another option in the grounds that isn't Gliscor.
Right.
Like,
right. I'm surprised you don't like Buzzwole. You're usually one of his bigger fans, I thought.
just kind of fell off, in my opinion. Like,
All right.
like all. Like, I mean, it's not a bad mon for sure. I think it's had better days though. Like, I think when I used to use it, or when I used it like a long time ago, I'd say, oh yeah, this mon was like pretty decent, and now I'm just like, I feel like every mon under the sun will have a way to pressure it. It's gonna be annoying for some teams. Like, don't get it wrong. Like, get ready to see Bionna's shoulder right next to it. Run Z Aerial Ace Excadrill to kill that shit.
Right. But then at the same time, like, he does check shit like T-Tar or whatever. I understand that. Yeah, he's Zama. True. Yeah. No, there's.
Yeah. When they're spamming Iron Defense body press for sure. Muscle got locked down.
Yeah, but like this, like the, I don't know, like I said, your top mons are like pretty difficult to beat. Like Coco's pretty difficult to beat. Zarude's extremely difficult to beat. Gouging's pretty difficult to beat, and then like the other mons are just like pretty good support. Like getting around, what was it, 4 Iron Crown, something like that. I think it was 4 or 5.
I think it was 5. Yeah, it was 5.
Yeah, 5. Yeah, y'all suck. So like,
Includes you.
Yeah.
That includes you.
I had a slow, bro. I have an excuse.
I had a big TD. I had a big excuse.
All right,
I have
bro.
an excuse. We're not doing this game. I have big TD, bitch.
Yeah, so basically, I had an excuse. Jamal has an excuse. The rest of y'all, I blame y'all. So like, why did you have to take Jirachi, man?
Here's a minute.
But yeah,
look, I was thinking about Jirachi at one point too, and then James was like, "Oh, I'm between him and Iron Crown," and I'm like, "Okay, I guess Iron Crown it is." He's gonna have to come.
I just don't like Blastoise like as a mon. I feel like it's just like, it's like kind of your trade mon, but like in general, I just don't think this team like kind of needs a trade mon. I just think it kind of just wants a little bit of a bulkier water piece, in my opinion. But like, it's like a objectively speaking fine one, or it just like wants like another potential cleaner guy, if possible. But like,
right.
And then I'm just gonna ignore the bottom 3. They exist.
I mean,
so
look,
like,
right. I mean, at the end of the day, look, they're especially the bottom 2. It's you got to spend 4 points.
Yeah,
Minun
coming week 11. Corsola not coming to a game. The Dun.
That's the Zama check.
Yeah, like I said, not coming to a game. So like, the Dun.
Minun versus Robert though, going crazy. It's not 6-0 him, no cap.
The Dun coming to the Spectre matchup and getting immediately dropped. So like,
Whoa, chill, bro. He needs to be there for Dragapult as well. Come on.
True.
Yeah, like I said, coming for the Spectre matchup and getting immediately dropped.
Look,
Yeah, come on, man.
All I know
Don't hate
is
on Stutters first.
Mr. Pow, if you can hear
Huh?
me, save
What?
me, Mr. Pow. I need
No,
you to come
this-
home. Zarude has requested a trade.
Don't say it, but.
That's why you drafted Buzzwole. I got you. Like, all right. So this Buzzwole's getting.
No, he gets.
So that
he gets,
Buzzwole's
he gets,
getting dropped out,
he
you
gets
take them all. Got
acrobatics.
it.
This is not a check.
That's
Look.
that's why you teared it. So.
True.
Yo, this is hated. Yo.
So basically, this Buzzwole's getting dropped after you plays Jamal. Got it.
Yo, come on, man.
But look. All right. Overall, I like the team. I do agree. Like I said, I think Buzzwole is fine, but he could go. And then it's like the last 4 guys there. It's kind of up in the air. If somebody comes open, I'm totally fine to move off Blastoise and to Dunsparce. And the bottom 2 can go, but I don't really know why they would need to.
Right.
So I think this team still has flexibility, and I, like you said before, Gliscor is a necessary evil. It's unfortunate, the reality we live in, but
Yeah.
anyway, go ahead, Jamal.
No, I was gonna say, I mean, pretty summed up where it's like, hey, listen, I love the first 4. They hold each other. They hold each other down. They're like, we got this, boys. Don't worry. God scores like that one villain. At least for Mystery's perspective, it's like that one villain, and the Protax have to team up with him. It's like we have to come to a truce just this once. But yeah, I mean, I think the team spot, like I said, I think Buzzwell's like the biggest question mark for me. I'm just like, I see what he provides to the team, but I'm curious if he's the one to do the providing, you know.
I'm surprised this team didn't get Mega Bro, personally.
Thought about it. As I believe James can back me up that I absolutely thought about it.
Like Mega Bro, something over Buzzwole, and then just like the bottom three can be something viable. But like
but I already had Iron Crown. Like once I had Crown, I was like, I don't really feel like I need to get Bro.
Actually, mine again today, just because it's one. So like,
leave him alone.
The rest can go though.
But yeah, I think it's fine. I'm very excited to see how like this team plays into his matchups, because I feel like you have just with the first three alone, I feel like it gives you a lot of versatility of how you can approach matchups, because I think you have the room to either choose to play a faster paced game or a pretty drawn out game,
right?
Because of so I'm very curious to see how this team plays. I think it's versatile in that sense.
The way I think about Mons is kind of almost like boxing, where you kind of need to play your opponent a little bit. It needs to be if they want to come out swinging, you need to be able to respond to that. And if it's they're just throwing jabs and they're backing up, it's how do you respond to your opponent? And so for me, I completely agree. I think this team can kind of play both ways. It probably prefers to go a little faster, I won't lie.
Right.
But I think it can if I choose.
No, it can make it to a round 7.
Right. We're not. I don't think we're going a full everything, but we can hang around for a little while. It's
right. That's a good.
You can take a punch. Look at Buzzwell. He's ready to take one to the.
Oh, of course, he's ready to get in the boxing ring. He's
he's about to fuck anybody up who comes even near him. You look at Zarude's anorexic ass. Are you kidding me?
He's chill, bro, chill.
Calm down, bro.
I didn't even mean it for real. Glasscore probably boxing too, bro. He just like it for the acceleration, not because he's good at it.
Robert said, "Mine versus Benetric, War of the Ages." All right, bro.
Shut the hell up. Oh, so Scott, I don't want to see you say Buzzwell my goat. I don't want to.
You weren't in the car. You were not in the car with me and Tristan when Sky was talking about Buzzwell.
No, that's what I'm saying. When I saw Tristan explain the joke, explain the reason, I'm like, oh hell no.
Dude, it was us two and Smith were in the fucking car.
It was on the way to the theme park.
Yeah. Fucking Sky spent 5 minutes talking about getting railed by Buzzwell. I'm like, oh hell no. Oh hell no.
Come up. How does that even come out?
And I remember specifically, I was like, well, he's write it out. Clearly he's got a small penis. But then she was like, I wasn't talking about his penis.
All right, next team.
That's
wait, James, we didn't get to James. James, do you have any thoughts before we move on, my buddy?
I like the team a lot. My biggest thing with this team, right? And this is gonna be kind of the same thing that I said about Harris's team. This is the big flaw that bothers me, but I think you have ways around it, if that makes sense. I just on a piece of paper sheet. My thing is fast offense for you, just because I think speed's a little scary. You do have bulky offense mons, which helps a lot with that, but I really hate the pokey. Pult seems really annoying, Spec seems really annoying. Just mons that have the ability to run Modest and shit like that, because you go from Tapu Koko to Zarude, which is a pretty decent gap, and I think there's a lot of Scarfers that can fit in between there and be really annoying.
I'm not trying to be that guy, but neither of those mons get to go Modest. Coco, Speed Type, Spec.
I know. I know I said Pult and Spec. I just meant fast mons in general, but you have a lot of the 110 mons, 115 mons, I think can be just generally annoying.
I can agree.
I wish.
Though, to kind of to refute that, he also has Iron Crown, who paired with Coco is just gonna get natural boost, Cork Drive activation, so he can make it speed boost. Yeah.
I think he gets ways around it. You have setup opportunities with Gouging Fire with DD. You have Darude that gets Trailblaze. Like I said, I don't think it's the end of the world. I just think it can definitely be annoying, especially early to mid game.
Early game before they set up their speed. I get that.
That's exactly what my point was. If kind of what Mystery said, remember, obviously you have a way to drag the game out, but I think if an opponent wanted to say hey, let's go past 25 turns, let's go to like 30, 40 turns, and I'm just going to start trying to wear you down and not give you opportunities to set up, that can cause Mystery's team to just kind of eventually tick down.
Right. So, hey, Gouging Fire will be ready for that. He'd be like, oh, 40 rounds. 40, what's up, 30 turns? He's like, yeah.
I will say that.
I can't wait to use him, dude. Like, watching Jamal use him in March Madness, like, fucking inspired me. I'm like, this mon is fucking broken, dude. Fuck him. He never fucking dies. Like,
that's what I'm saying. He's like, 40 turns? Don't worry, boys. I got this. Just don't worry.
Yeah, I'm excited. I believe Tristan said this earlier today. It just doesn't really look like a me team, and I do agree. It's just not really something I would typically use. So
that is true. I can see it.
It's got some me guys like Coco and Zarud and Nihilego. Like those are my guys.
There's like a mystery inspired team. Like
right. Someone watched like 10 of my games.
Yeah, you know.
This feels like Mystery picked the two first. It's like this team got like handed around, kind of like a whore or something, dude. You got Mystery.
All right, bro. All right.
That's how you know. This is how you know the pod is going too late.
That's what I'm saying. We gotta go on. It's time to rank the team, bro.
Rank the team.
Just rank the team, bro.
All right.
Well, okay, like I said, automatically just put above Omar's. It's more confident than Omar and below.
Can we just put Glimpse? Like, can we just move everybody down? Like, I think we've kind of hit the point where like we can
all the teams will be above Omar.
Yeah, just for right now because we're like doing it consistently.
Yeah. So this is what 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is the spot. Fuck.
Nope. You're close.
Hey man, do my best here. It's late.
No, I know. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. So. I think it's about Tristan's. I think it's safe to put it.
Yeah, I think it's
relatively
close. But
for this team,
you said what?
You can move them all back up one for this team.
What?
Like this.
Oh,
we're gonna talk
yeah.
about.
See, this is why. Whatever. We'll come back to it.
We should have. Right.
Oh no.
Fucking James.
Whatever. Let's just actually rank mysteries.
So. Kyle, I don't know. This is such a weird one because we have such polar.
I think it's probably above Kyle's because again, I think you have good. Kyle has the better offense, but you also have great offense while also being able to play a more balanced out game. So if I'm looking at like a general sense, I think yours is higher than Kyle's.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I agree. Just because I don't like Kyle's team that much, I'm sure. James probably won't agree, but then I think Tristan probably would. So
I definitely agree with you. I do not like Kyle's team.
And then it would be James. I think it's a little better than James, but it's not by a ton. It's just because I think this.
Actually, you know what? You have the better Tapu. Yeah, put him above James.
True.
Let me stop. That's
Robert.
So hated, but
Robert's a tough one.
Robert's is tough for me.
I prefer Robert just slightly, but I think you could put him more.
See, I can't speak because I see Sapnos. I would be too biased. I gotta.
Tristan, what do you think, Robert or mine? I'm too biased here.
I think I prefer Robert's team slightly.
Okay, so put below Robert's then.
I'm totally fine with that. Perfect. All right. We got 3 left. Biana's shoulder. Oh fucking god.
Hold on, shit.
Oh lord.
I don't even want to talk about this. This team is absolute dog
Can we just
shit.
put this team next to Times?
Everyone, get the GIF ready, baby.
Oh, true.
Iron Valiant, Iron Bundle, Latios, Mega T-Tar. We got Mystic Tar, Z-Drill, Primarina, Amoongus. I'm skipping that one. Miss Magius, Fortress. Now post the fucking GIF. Post him. Post him now. Jerkin. Yeah.
This is the most love Kurt you get in his entire existence.
I love this gift, dude. It's so funny.
It's so good.
It's so
You know what? I'm gonna give a hot take. I think this team is worse than Times. This team is terrible.
Really?
Whoa.
Left field.
You need to speak first. Everybody.
I think
shut
he was
up.
Also,
worth the
we
time.
just for clarity's sake, if you are listening, I'll finally say his name. Just go ahead and mute James now. Tara Swallow.
Anyways, I'm done.
Thank goodness, bro, cut out.
Harris, yeah, feel free to start.
Explain.
Okay, I swear this team has literally maybe 2 good mons, maybe 2 like total, and one of them is Iron Valiant, and the other is like maybe Mega T-Tar, maybe. All right, everything else in this team is fucking trash. It is so goddamn terrible. Your Terra users, terrible, literally awful. Like, what did they combine up to? Like 11 points? Like,
If that, yeah.
yeah, congrats. Your Terra users as a whole combined less to Terra Swampert. You know, yeah, fucking cool, man. Yeah, bundle. I think I already told you that mom was fraudulent last season. Robert did fraudulent with it last season. It's gonna do fraudulent again this season. It's here for no fucking reason. Why do you need it? Why do you need bundle as a special breaker when you have Pre-Marine and Latias and Iron Valiant? Get it off this team. You were spending 21 points for no reason. It is terrible. Quit drafting it. I'm tired of it. Stop. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, I love how Latios plays a part in this team's ground immunities. Yeah, this great test about to have a field day as it clicks like Megahorn on the Latios switch in, and then my only other ground is this Terra Swallow, man. Yeah,
Whoa,
cool.
Miss
Like,
Magius.
Oh yeah, this show, bro.
oh yeah, Miss Magius.
Terra
Oh yeah,
Flying
Miss
Drifter.
Magius, Latios,
Yes,
and
some
Swallow.
words
My,
for
my
you.
my glorious kings and ground checks. Yeah, no, like,
Air balloon drill.
bro, I've never seen Bruno Rodriguez have a positive matchup offensively until I look at this team.
Why did I catch the straight? Why did Rodriguez catch the straight?
Wait, he's walled by the
Rodriguez
Swallow.
with 6-0, Donphan with 6-0, Golurk with 6-0, Galarian Stunfisk with 6-0. Like,
I thought Galarian Stunfisk. Chill, bro. Yo.
and then you took a Z Excadrill for no reason round 2. You could have waited. You could have waited till like round 9 for that, but like whatever.
More like round 11. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I was being generous. I thought, oh, maybe
Round
bro was
11
super
was
scared of
fucking
Coco, but then he got a Moongus with it. I guess,
Yo. Holy
oh
shit.
my god, Prim, again. I mean, why is it here? You have a fairy. You have a I mean, I guess it's a bulky water, but then why is bundle here? This team just doesn't make sense.
Before bundle.
Okay, then why is bundle here? This doesn't make sense. I don't get it. Why is it here? Like,
Because he had so many points left. He literally said, I'm getting the most expensive mod I can.
then why did you draft the
You know why you had so many points left over? Because round 2 you took Terra Excadrill.
Yeah, you see your X drill with the Latios. You're just like,
Or sorry,
Terra
yeah, my bad.
Protection.
Z drill. Regardless, yeah, and then your Zeke or your Terra captains are fucking Swallow shit ass and my goat Pincurchin. That's how you say it.
Yeah,
Pincurchin?
it's
Yeah.
it's
And then-
a combination of
Pincurchin?
pincushion and urchin. So it's
Pin-
pincurchin.
and then we got the terrorist squad of like, I don't know, Gen 4 low tiers of like Swallow, Miss Magius, and Fortress. Yeah, like doing
My go
fucking
Fortress
nothing.
is getting another taste. That's all I know.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Yeah,
Bro's
taste
getting a
of being
taste.
lower next season in NCL.
Yeah,
because
bro's
that
getting a
was
taste of
absolute doo-doo.
hitting power every week and dying in one turn.
If you
Hey,
run
hold
if
up,
you run
Miss
hidden power
Mac
for
is-
him,
Miss
then
Mac is
we
a
win.
champion, though. Miss Mac is a champion.
True.
Yeah, I love how this Fortress is gonna get drafted as like, yo, this is my Chien-Pao answer, and it's gonna take like 40 from Crunch and be useless as it always has and always will be. Fortress is not fucking usable. Quit drafting it.
No,
it's
he's
terrible.
He's
Stop.
awesome for 5 points.
Bro,
Leave
no
him
way,
alone.
no way, Glimpse said,
We're not doing
Fortress
this.
is
We're
kind of
not doing
necessary.
this.
Shut the fuck up, Glimpse. Shut the fuck up.
Words,
but
words,
the Fortress
words that
versus
have
Terrace.
never
No,
been
it doesn't.
said and
It's a
will never
Fortress.
be said.
Also, Glimpse, it's Bionis' fault because he, instead of taking like a really good remover round 2, he took fucking drill. So if he struggles with removal, it's his damn fault. It's his damn
He
fault.
could have
I'm
taken
just like-
Terapagos.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, my
Exactly.
brother in Christ, you have 4 removers, and somehow you have worse removal than Kyle. That makes no sense. Like,
He's dead ass
Yeah.
right. He's seriously right.
He's
That's-
spinning.
that's
He out of
fucking-
pocket, but he right.
that's
He out
fucking
of pocket, but he right. Yo.
All I know is Baby Scizor is getting a
It's
taste
last.
on this team.
it is so
Shut
bad.
the fuck up.
You did not just call don't disrespect Scissor like that. You better call this baby Cleaver. You better.
Cleaver has never had this many name shoutouts in any capacity ever. Bro is fucking feasting today. His PR has never been higher. Look,
Like
yeah.
I know I said, oh, replace. It's like, oh, replace the bottom 8 or like replace the bottom 10. Like everything except Iron Valley needs to fucking go. Get it off the team. I don't care if you have no options.
Keep the T-Tar. Keep the T-Tar.
Yeah, keep Mr. Tar on here. He needs.
Okay, fine. You can keep the T-Tar, but get rid of the rest, please.
Spice. I'm gonna need you to chill out. Spice. Do not call Cleveland a goat. Do not call Cleveland a goat. That's
Spice.
cap.
You're right. We need
No,
baby
that's
sisters.
discrimination.
Your first squad, Monster, your first squad clears this garbage. Like it clears it. Like.
Anyway, do we actually? James, do you have any thoughts besides Terswellow? No comments about him. Besides that,
I'm done.
Can you hear me?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
After that Harris crash out, I don't think we need any more.
I don't think I don't know if we
Yeah,
can follow up.
Pincurchin is here.
Guitar
I'm
stays,
happy.
and I think Terrasuelo stays, and then you get rid of the
Okay.
rest.
All right.
Of course you think
Yeah,
Terrace
shut the fuck up, James. Oh my god.
Hey, you shut the
That's-
fuck up.
That's
okay?
the biggest
We don't
point
hear
stick
about
on this
everybody
team
else's
besides
vibes.
Iron Bundle.
True.
What do you mean? He's like 3 points. True.
I
Swallow?
love. He is not 3 points.
He should be.
He's
That
like
would be
10.
good value.
That would be good
You're
value. You're
slow.
We
right.
need to lower him. We need to lower him. Anyways,
Bro. All I
Dear
can
God.
say is, I guess, to add to
Do we
any
think
comment,
Glimpse's team is better than this?
I think it's the worst team. I genuinely.
Put it at the bottom,
I think-
please.
No, we put it, but no. I think it's better than Times.
Look,
I
I
don't
know you
care.
hate Times.
Call me a
Come
hater.
on.
Fuck Times' team. I'll take Valley over Times' entire team.
Yeah, that's
for me.
really true, right?
Valiant-
Because we used that argument earlier with Taylor as well. With like, if we were to
Yeah,
rebuild, we
it went-
have Wellspring. Like, at least we have Valiant.
Exactly.
Okay,
About-
but it is
what-
16
What the
man,
fuck
and you
does
have
Times have?
an entire team.
Times' rebuild piece is like Gloking.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Started off strong there.
I'm in
that's
favor of
fair. You know what,
Bionis.
Fine, that's fine.
Yeah, and I'm biased to Bionis, okay? I don't care. Fuck Times' team. That shit is ass unplayable. At least Bionis can fucking get carried by Iron Valiant.
All right, we got 2 left. We have Pickles and Zai.
Oh my goodness. I've been waiting for this. Go ahead.
They have been in the chat this whole time, so shout out to
Yeah,
Pickles.
I've been waiting. You heard Harris's crash out? You haven't seen nothing.
All I know is I see some legends on this team. I also see some stinkers. Zama, Crown, my goat. Lando T, my goat. Terra Hydreigon, Tapu Lele, Volcarona, Toxapex, the Tinkaton. I hate him. Z, Bellybolt, Delmise, Terra Munchlax, and the People's Champ at this point. You gotta have him. Abra, the best part of this team.
All right. Hold on. No, I'm started.
Glimpse real quick, and for anyone listening, Pickles and Zai are doing a combined team because they're both busy and in school and shit. So, we wanted to have them around Season 10 NCL.
They hit that
They're
fusion.
long timers, so yeah. I mean, it's just so they could split up the workload. But
Yeah, just be good at the game. You can beat him.
Now hold on.
Jamal, take it
Oh
away.
my goodness.
I'm lobbing it up.
Yeah, alright, so let me just accuse the children. Munchlax, Abra, go play somewhere. Okay. Y'all didn't do nothing wrong. Y'all victims, go away. Now Pickles aside. Tell me how. You just a kid, right? You just a kid. Probably one of the biggest robberies of your life. You got like 10,000 picks because of Omar's dumbass. You got 5 free picks? Ooh, you get to build a fire team, right? You can build like a full team of 6, have a crazy synergy, get so many good mods
Your
before
choice of low
everyone
tiers
else.
because you're picking before everyone.
Exactly, you just get to choose. You have so much freedom, and this is what you end up with. Okay, Sama, listen, I'm not even. Let me get my bias out the way. Yeah. Okay, whatever. Sama, that's fine. Lando T, cool. Why the fuck did Hydreigon go so early, bro? Bro, we were that scared. Listen. I love Hydreigon. He a cool mod. You can replace him. You can find a replacement if he gets taken. Now, granted, with how things played out, it's a good thing you got your dark type, but that's different. All right, that's with foresight. But yeah, then it's like, You get Lele, which is okay. We get hidden power, so I'll let that slide. But then we get fucking what? Volcarona and takes a ton. Why? Like, listen, I saw the recent chat why you got that take a ton, and I still disagree. You can find the other thing, like.
Dude, he picked 2 steals that wall, and he was like, I disagree with you, that these steals don't wall the same. Dude, what is Tink checking that, like, you can't, like, physically have Zama do, like, it really is flying types, but, like, find a different fucking way. Find a way.
You literally got belly bolt because you're like, I need enough fly resist, and you can find enough fairy resist in a poison type. Like, it doesn't make no sense. Like, I see the reason, and I still disagree with the take a ton. Because now, when you're prepping games, it's gonna make things awkward as shit. Because now you're obviously gonna bring Sama to like every game, and you're gonna feel forced to bring take a ton to every game because it's your like defensive fairy or whatever. And they're both weak to ground. Remember Great Tusk that's fucking up Bionis? After it's done, like, bending over Bionis, it's gonna come after you next. Great Tusk is coming after you too. What, like, along with Garchomp and everything else, all these ground types, they licking their lips. They ready for your team.
Except for Gliscor's mid-ass. He's not, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, he not. He got hit fucking Lando too. Ice Man. Yeah, he not licking. It's okay. Gouging Fire is gonna clean them up. Don't worry, I got proof for that one. Gouging Fire got them covered. But yeah, it's just like, bro, like, how you waste all those free picks to have such a outdate, like a mid-ass outdate team. And I get the inspirations from a championship team, but that shit was in like Gen 8.
Dude, that's what. All right, look, you threw down the lob, but we're back on offense. And you're throwing it back to me. This is my team. For anyone that does not know, he copied like a fuck ton of my team from an 88 goals. I won 88 goals season 4, big league, and it was Zama, Hydreigon, Lele, Pex, but that team had a fucking, like, a really nice speed tier of, look, all right, Mega B isn't a great mon, but it was really fast, and that was important because this mon, like, the fastest thing on this team is fucking Zama, and then it goes all the way down to what, fucking Lele, Hydreigon, like...
Volcarona.
Volcarona, like, but 100, 98, 95, 91 for the next 4 after Zama. Like, bro, are you fucking kidding me?
You're making my teams look fast!
That's what I'm saying! That's what I'm saying! Jamal teams should not be fast considered... What the fuck? Like, why is this team so slow? Why did we draft fucking Tinkaton? He doesn't need to be here. Belly Bolt sucks cock. I hate him. Bro, he sucks dick. My team is blistering
fast compared to yours. That's a bad sign. If a Jamal team is faster than yours, then your speed tiers are garbage in the dirt. Dirt.
And it's not even like your really fast mon can run Scarf. You're item locked, so you don't have. Like, your flexibility, and then your base 100 is almost always running boots. It's not really a Scarfer. I mean, like, maybe Specs if it's, like, a really shitty rock matchup.
So like, you gotta run Quiver Dance.
Right, so you have to run Quiver just to get faster. And then now you have, like, the triple Scarf squad of, like, the old Mystery CD teams where it's like, oh, man, time to run triple Scarf because my speed tiers are fucking ass cheeks. Like, dude, I love you for trying to, like, take a team that I won with and like make it your own in a current gem. The problem with doing that, and I've tried to do that with like my NCL Season 2 team where I had like Grand Mawile, like that whole, like I really loved that team. But every time I try to like think about rebuilding it, I'm like, man, this shit really looks outdated. You know why? Because it was functioning in Gen 8, not in Gen 9. Like, exactly. You don't have the pieces. Like, you had a all-timer mistake by Omar fall into your lap where he's like, I'll trade the farm. Fumbled. I'll trade the farm, every piece I have to go get Dragapult, and he shouldn't have gotten anything to pair with it, and instead, you just were like, fuck it, we'll take Terra Hydreigon in round 3, I guess. And dude, Volcarona, are we serious? My brother in Christ? Volcarona?
What is he doing?
At least that bitch can run C moves. I don't care.
I would have taken Iron Moth over Volcarona. At least he's faster than the rest of these fucks. Like,
he would have done something. He would have paired well with the Samba. Oh my! Like, I don't understand how Omar went even out of that trade. How did he go even? And if he didn't go, he would have been positive. You fucker. Oh my goodness.
I don't understand how you have the opportunity to take. Actually, I was like, did you have the? I think you had the opportunity to take Terra Moth or Terra Zarude, and you take Terra Hydreigon for no reason.
Yes.
Makes no sense to me. I'm like,
I mean, look, I'm thanking you. I'm glad Zarud is part of the Las Vegas Cinder Races, but
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You donated. You're like, you know what? I feel cherished. Here you go. I'm about to call you Peter Pan. This is Team Peter Pan over here.
Yeah, I'm glad you could have made a broken team into a kind of mediocre one. But like,
That's what I'm
I
saying.
mean, the Zama-Lele synergy is kind of cool. I'll give you that. But like, I just wish the team was faster. I wish it was.
Right.
I just wish it had less do nothing pieces.
Lele Zama, like, I'm not saying, and that's the thing. Like, look, this team is outdated, but like this, I still think a lot of the core functions of like what made that team great, like, can exist here. It's just like you don't have the full like complement of everybody, and it's just outdated. Like it's not. I just don't like it. I can't believe that this is what the end product was when you had the gift of you had the Herschel Walker trade. For those that don't know, the Vikings traded with the Cowboys in the NFL and traded for like basically 3 years worth of draft picks. Like just an entire draft for a fucking running back who ended up playing like 3 more seasons combined and not even all on their team. Like he ended up being mid as fuck, and it kicked off the Cowboys dynasty because they were just set up with draft picks where they were just taking so many good guys every season. You had this fall into your lap. Omar choked, and this is I can't.
That's what I'm saying. You can't even say Omar went out bad at this part.
Omar won the trade. Like I can't believe it, but he somehow won the trade.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, I think Omar's bottom 5 sucks. I think your bottom like 7 suck. So
right. It's we criticized
see-
Omar's team, but like at least he got the top 2. My bad. I'm sorry.
And see, here's my thing too. Like, pick on side team, you can probably say objectively it's just mid, but when you I guess this maybe shouldn't factor, but no, it should though. And to me, when you factor that they just had the best like offer of their life, so many freebies, and this is the end product, this team is fucking ass for what you had, for the opportunity you had. I wish I had the opportunity. I think anyone wished they had that opportunity.
I would have killed for Omar to trade everything he did for my pick. Like,
exactly.
Oh my god.
Even Times would have cooked something better than this.
Hold on.
Nah, I'm playing. You're not that bad. You're not Times level bad yet. Don't worry, bro. But still, everybody else besides him would have cooked something better. Like, oh my goodness, just a fumble. Like, this is the biggest fumble in
generational fumble.
Like, this may be one of the biggest fumbles in NCL history.
This is like setting your ancestors back generations. That's
what I'm saying. Cornel I will be documenting this. Don't worry. This will go. Oh my goodness.
I'm just so disappointed that, like, look, and I appreciate the love. Like, thank you for trying to bring back an old team of mine. Like, it does warm my heart a little bit to just see some of my guys like get one more taste. But it's also tainted by, like, I think Tinkaton is a horrible fit on this team. I know you disagree with me, but I just like I believe it. I believe myself. I believe in the things I've learned along the way, and I just don't. I think that these two things check a majority of the same things. When are they coming to the same game? And Zama's coming to most games. Like,
exactly.
What game is Tink coming to that it's like, man, needed him and Zama in the same game?
If it does come to the game, shit's gonna get real awkward. Shit gonna get real awkward, real
right.
fast.
It's like you have two centers. Like, you have two really, really good centers in the NBA, and you're like, we can't play both of you. There's only one center position. Like, yeah, we can rotate you in, but like, you're not getting starting minutes, and you're kind of like, what the fuck? Like, this is supposed to be my show. I should be getting a taste.
Exactly.
You're not tasting shit except the fucking sweat on the bench.
Also, yeah, I don't know if Marston they put up, but besides Terra, Jane God, your other captains are just a waste.
Oh, hold on.
Like
Glimpse, hold on. I'll get to that. Fucking Munch. I swear to... Listen to me, motherfucker. Listen to me good. If this fucking Munchlax does not come to at least 2 games, I will fucking find where both of you live, goddammit. Alright? He didn't come to a single game last season. And you motherfuckers, if you do this to me again, every season he gets picked like round 6 now. I can't even fucking like Amon anymore without all you fuckers taking it from me. Alright? I swear to God.
Talk to
I swear to God,
Hey.
if this motherfucker does not come to at least 2 games, I will fucking kill all of you. Stop taking the Pokemon I like, all right? God damn it. I'm allowed to have
Also,
like,
hey,
a few
listen.
low tiers that I enjoy. You fuckers start taking mine in too.
Talk to them.
I will fucking beat your ass, all right?
Talk to them. Hey, Misty. Hey, we know. Hey, you guarantee to see them in May. It's okay.
I'm so tired. Yeah, you're right. You're fucking right. That's true. That's true. You better hope that by May he has come to a game, because I swear on everything I will beat your fucking ass if this Munchlax for a second straight season gets picked by you early in the draft just to fuck me over and you don't use him. All right? If you're not gonna use him, fucking trade him to me. All right? I'm sick of this
That's
shit.
fucked up. Harris, I saw that comment. That's fucked up, Harris. Let him have Rotom Heat. His team gets worse. Come on, man.
That's the other thing. No, Rotom Heat would make this team better. You're a hater, all right? And he was on that team too. Rotom Heat's a
No,
good.
Rotom Heat makes any team worse.
You're a fucking retard. He dodged 2 Kyurem Stone Edge just to win me that title. All right, that's
Bro,
my go.
Rotom Heat would be better than Bro Corona. Listen. Oh
You're such a hater, Harris.
It's just an
Goddamn.
unconditional hater.
Did Pickles have Snorlax last season?
Unconditional.
I don't even think that's true.
No, he
did. He did.
Really?
But he
Yeah,
also
he
didn't
did.
bring that bitch. I don't know why he didn't bring it. Versus me, when I had a fucking good, you know what? And a Charizard rock. You know what? Never mind. Can we rank this team already? Before I'm already ready to crash out. I'm about to stay up. I'm about to be up late, pissed because of Pickles and
Alright.
size goofy ass.
I think it's better than Glimpses for sure.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
That's
definitely. And then
It's-
Taylor.
yeah. Damn.
Mm,
Hold on. Go back to it. Let me see.
I do need to go there.
I'm taking Taylor's team.
Bro, it makes me so mad because I'm
I
like,
think I would take Pickles and Zai.
I think so as well, but it makes me mad saying that. It's bad to Taylor's though.
Barely. I
I
would.
I think I would have more fun with Taylor's team.
Now I give
See,
you that.
I agree.
Dude,
with
Give
that.
me
when I open the builder and I have 1 mon over base 100, I'm fucking killing
Yeah,
myself.
okay, hold on. Yeah, General Crash that's still better than 14. Of course, Pickles is side because you had like 10,000 picks and your confident mystery who had a good team. Well, these niggas are drafting garbage. Yeah, you copy someone else's homework. Yeah, the homework may be outdated, but it's still an A+. So it just
Yeah,
gets.
you turned it into a fucking D.
That's
Congratulations.
what I'm saying, bro. Meanwhile, everybody else is getting Fs. Boo hoo. Yeah, you're better than shit teams. Good job. Anyway,
Hitler
who's-
versus Stalin, I'm afraid.
That's what I'm saying. Who's next after Taylor? Who did we have ranked?
Arc.
Ark? Man, nah, I'm giving it Ark.
I would take Arc's top 3 over whatever this team can do.
Definitely.
That's what I'm saying. Ark, I see a visual Ark's team. This shit, when I look at Pickle's side team, my vision becomes blurry. Even with my glasses on, my vision becomes blurry. So, yeah. Fuck you, Pickle's aside.
All right, we have 1 team left. We have Jamal. Had to wait all the way till the end to get our boy. I'll read off the team for the final time. We have, a well-respected member.
Quit whining. Say it
We're
already.
hanging his banner in the rafters. Game 1. We will have him on, by the way, named after Mr. Pow. And, we just respect him for all the time he spent here in Las Vegas. And, it meant a lot to us. And we would love to have him back in the
But hold up,
future.
mystery.
Mhm.
Who asked?
Me. All right. I'm saying goodbye. All right. Let me have my moment. I'm not saying that on the video. I am a huge Chimpao fan, and he will always have a home here. I don't think he'll be coming home this season unless Jamal dies or has like a brain aneurysm. But
Hey, if y'all or money,
or I win the lottery, and we will be sending copious amounts of money to have Mr. Pow come home. But until then, thank you for your service, Chimpao. Anyway, continuing on, we have Chimpao, Terracomo'o, Victini, Thundurus, Rotom Wash, Mega Venusaur, Registeel, Florges, Terralax, let's go. Whew. Xehanorigus, and
Polar 2.0.
and Squawktua.
Jamal, no.
If
No,
you bring
listen.
Squawkabilly, can you please name him Squawktua, like Hawktua?
No, I don't think I'll do that.
Walk to
I
him.
did not realize you drafted Squawkabilly.
Hey,
so
I'm saying this,
sad.
Tristan. I told Harris. I'm like, listen, it's either Squawkabilly or Lumineon. Which one, buddy?
I would rather see Furo on this bitch.
Come on, bro.
Oh,
You didn't say
not
Pharaoh.
racist,
I'm
Firo.
so serious. I'm so serious.
Yo, true. Taylor. All right. Anyway. Hold on.
Guys,
Side note.
Scout Squawk to
Scott.
Yo, it's a side. I just realized my offensive mods look at each other. Hold on, that's kind of cool. Come on, look at Chimpao. Big T looked at Thunders.
Chimpao looking away from him like, I don't fuck
He's
with
not
you,
looking
little
at
bro.
buddy.
Come on, it's like, come on, bro. Come on.
It's like, I'm not gonna bypass you.
Exactly. He's like, chill, bro. We on the same team. Anyway.
But yeah, Jamal, how about you give us the pros to your team, and then I'll throw it to James since he didn't get to talk much on the
Okay.
Pickles Eye team.
Let's see. Hold on. Wait, I do need. Let me just get this out of the way. Listen, I know my ground's Rodriguez. You know, I'm on my Harris grind. But listen, he broke into goal lick.
Really? It's better than Gold.
The bar couldn't be lower.
Come
We
on,
are
if you
slowly
had pace
digging
split,
out.
if you had pace, it's okay. You know, I'm a cook with C. Rodriguez.
It's
Just,
on.
you know, shut up, Harris. Don't you got fucking wrote him over there? Shut up. Don't talk to me.
Bet him on the Rodriguez. Like,
Anyway. Yeah, we'll see if you actually break him. I know I'll break Rodriguez. Anyway, my pros, I mean, Mr. Powell's finally back in Boston. We've been waiting for him for a long time. You know, I'm glad we can have him back. You know, we have his seat ready. So, you know, big pro. You know, speaking of Copy, if he was home break, you know, Copy a little bit, Mr. Get Big TD. So, you know, Mr. Powell doesn't feel too lonely.
You know, and another Mon that we're not quite retiring the jersey and the number and everything, but a well-respected member of the community and would love to have him back at some point. So thank you,
Listen,
Big
we had to bring back another OG. Now listen, a pro my team got. Listen, honestly, my pro is that for once, you know, my team not even that slow for real. I got 2 mods over 100, Big TD,
So proud.
and then we got, then we got some decent middle speed. So we got that going on. My offense is definitely very strong in like Terracomo'o, Chinpao, Ficti Thunderers. Even you can add Mega Venusaur on that too. I like my defensive pieces in like Wash, Edge Steel, Florges, and Mega Venusaur. But I think my biggest pro though on the team, and what I really like about it is that like even though it's not like perfect or anything, like it's definitely not one of my better teams.
That's
However,
insane.
I still think I have some really strong win cards. So it's like even though there's definitely flaws about it, you know, Terracomo'o can get me out of a pinch, Chien-Pao can get me out of a pinch, you know, like Thunderous, Victini, etc. I feel like I have mods that can like bail me out of like a bad matchup. So I think that's the biggest thing. And you know, plus my team look kind of cool together. We're gonna ignore the last mod. We're gonna ignore Squawkabilly. He don't count. He just there.
honestly, if you take out like the top 2 and the bottom 2, it's a Gen 6 team. Like,
Yeah, that too. I mean that Throwback Thursday. I was noticed that the entire time. I had that like Gen 6 vibe, which you know that's one of my favorite gens competitively. But yeah, so it's like I had to get a little throwback. Shout out to Snorlax too. It's been so long since I got to use my guy Ivy. Yes, sir.
I need to interrupt and read what Monster said in the chat. He said, "Damn, Jamal's team might beat the Special Olympics around the track this time."
Wait, yo.
Is that in reference to the speed?
Yeah, the speed.
Finally.
That's fucking insane.
Come on, man. Come on, bro. My team.
All it took was drafting Mr. Pow, and finally all our problems are solved. Who would have thought?
Come on, man. I got Prankster T-Wave as well. I got a good Scarf for Victini. Yeah. Plus, my speed mod is not locked into an item. Unlike Pickles and Sour and Saba. Anyway. Go ahead, James. You say you want?
Yeah,
No, you're
James.
not wrong. Unfortunately,
James,
you out of pocket, but you're right.
James, now that we've had some positives from our boy Jamal, do you have any negatives you'd like to bring up?
Yes, there's plenty.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Pat, I'm sorry. Can you guys pass for me for a second?
Sure. Well, I'll take this one, I guess.
Hey, go ahead.
I do think the team does look a little dated, if I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
It's, UCL would be popping off at this core. That's all I know. They would. This would be putting up generational numbers in the UCL.
We have another team like that in the next video.
True. Yeah, don't you worry. He'll have his time too.
Cut from the same cloth. Whoa.
It's ironic that you have two electric types that are both not weak to ground because of either typing or ability. I think that's very interesting. I am curious to see how you make them both function, because I think it'll be fine, but like with Pow plus Rotom, like I feel like Thundurus, and now with Hidden Power too, like he should be fine. I feel like the breaking in this team is super cool. Terrakomoto is awesome, but I have to see it in action. I just want to make sure it's like still like
still valid.
Right. Venusaur is a mon I'm a little wishy-washy. I love that he has Poison Jab now. That to me makes him way cooler with SD. But in the weeks where you just want like bulky Venusaur, I'm a little like, I don't know. But this is the most Jabal fucking basic defense shit of all time. I'm not really worried about it. The Ghost Resist on this team is very reliant on Snorlax, because Mr. Pow, for all of his great duties, not really a huge fan, not really loving the swap-ins, so Snorlax is going to have to hold down.
Komodo.
True. Yeah, you are spitting. Squawkabilly and Snorlax are holding down the fort arm in arm.
Please just ignore him.
I am interested to see the Snorlax. I just, I kind of don't really know. Maybe he's cool. Maybe.
No, I agree with that. I'm a little iffy, but I'm like, he's a low point normal. I'm seeing Spectre.
Right, if he was still 12, fuck that. But 7,
hell,
whatever. Who cares? So I'm down with that. That works for me.
But I like a different, Terra captain to the right of him. Who actually click Terra.
Right. Yeah, you got good Scald swap-ins. I like that. The removal is like a little. It's like just a tad above, suspect. I think it's fine. Rotom and Florida should be able to hold on the fort, and whenever they can't, I guess Thundurus. Hey man, strap them, fucking put them Tims on.
Exactly. Get that quick defog off, little man.
Yeah. You're being a role player this week. You're taking one shot, so get ready. And Squawkabilly.
No, he don't get it.
Tough seed.
Thank goodness.
Tough seed for him. I am slightly interested in Z Runerigus. I want to say that real quick to end it off. He obviously we saw how good Z Koff did last season. I don't really know how good this fucker is with Z. I'm not. What are his stats in comparison to Koff? Are they similar strength and everything?
He's a little more offensive.
He's more of a physical attacker, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll pull it up.
Yeah,
but he does have some cool C status moves. I've been looking, cause obviously the big I'll give one away. One the big thing is that he doesn't get recovery, but with C moves you can run C Haze, which is a full HP recovery for him.
Right.
So, I mean that's how I was like, okay, hold on. C kind of gives him some options, but yeah, he has what's Cofferega's special attack? Yeah, basically it's flipped. So instead of 95 special attack from Cofferega's, it's 95 physical attack. Okay. And then 50 special attack, yeah.
Right. Koff is really only 95? Huh.
Yeah.
I thought he was higher than that. He feels so much stronger than that. Okay. Well, regardless, I think, hey man, I drafted Runerigus my first FBL team, so shout out to him.
Oh, true.
I'm hopeful that this thing can do something, but we'll have to see. I think ground's important typing. I know Harris would disagree with me, but to me it means something, so we'll have to see.
I agree. Listen, this will say this is the most iffy I've been on my ground, but I'm like, man, you know what? If I'm gonna take a risk, I might as well take a risk.
The electric communities / resists on this team are Komodo, who's Terra, Venusaur, and Runerigus. So
yeah, and Snorlax. He got this for that. Come on, man.
I mean, I guess most electrics are special. That is true.
Listen, he's checking that Raging Bull. He's checking the Raging Bull.
True.
It's okay.
Until they run that Supercell Slam. The attack booster. True.
I wish he would. Please. Harris, go ahead and run that. Can you please
Bandit
run that?
Can
Raikou,
you
the
even-
return.
I'm running Supercell
Oh
Sun.
shit,
What?
it's time.
I'll rate your vote for my
Electivire
Snorlax.
and
Can you
Glimpse is
please do
giving you the
that?
hands.
He said
I don't wanna
Electivire
lose.
doing what? Kamo's gonna look at it and be like, "Oh, that's a free Clay Grissom right there."
Anyone want to hop in here?
Yeah.
No comments, really.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with everything you said, Mystery. It's box standard defense and really cool offense, and I'm excited to see Terra Snorlax because I just like Snorlax a lot, and I want to see him in a battle again. It's been too
Been a
long.
while. And also, look, Munch and Snorlax right next to each other again.
I
Exactly.
know.
I mean, I think it plays towards how Jamal likes to play in general. I don't know if I call the team like necessarily like great itself, but I think it's a team that he'll definitely know he'll play comfortable with, in my opinion. Like aside from Rodriguez being the ground, but that's besides the point.
That's the-
So like,
Yeah. Listen, that's the Jamal Classic, okay?
Yeah. So anyway, I think James, unless you have anything you want to add, I think we can wrap this bitch up. No? Okay, cool. Well, we can add
Monster,
Jamal
hold on.
here.
Monster, I gotta give you that. This way was like choose this still 1000%. I want you to know. I need everyone to know. I was not trying to get Reggie still. I'm like, all right, hold on. I'm gonna try to see if I
Hello?
can someone
Hello?
else.
Hi.
Hello.
I was trying to talk the whole time. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
go ahead, James. My bad. Go ahead. Before.
I like it a lot. I mean, I think it's definitely interesting build, but I like Terracomoa a lot, and I think Mega Venusaur is a cool fit on the team. I know you guys talked a lot about like the flaws of the team, but I genuinely I like the Chen Pao support. I think that's really, really cool. And I think Victini and Kamo pair well with it, and I'm excited to see Venusaur. And then you have like the Jamal staples of Reggie Steel Florges. So
I'll miss you, Mr. Pow.
Also, it's very satisfying that Jamal has Terra Komodo on his team. That's one of your guys.
Yes,
One of your
sir.
all-timers, and I never
That's
see...
like my favorite pseudo.
So, yeah.
Really? I didn't know that. Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it's fitting because I love fighting types. It's so good. I was like, yeah. I'll tell you about it later. But
Sure.
yeah.
All right, so just to rank this real quick.
Honestly, I think the spot that's open is perfect. I'm not gonna lie.
You think so?
If it was up to me,
I think
you could choose. Go ahead.
I might put it over Tristan's team. It's close.
That's what I'm
Mine
saying.
is
It's
more
cool.
epic.
It's close to Tristan's. I think us are swap, but like hold on. Even if you go back,
double Dark Sun or double Electric Daughter.
I know. Here.
it's actually triple electric. That Terra Electric Snorlax is gonna go hard. So-
True.
What about my Terra Dark Swampert?
True. Ooh, true. This is close. That's what I'm saying. This
Battle
is
of
like close.
Terra Dark Swampert
I-
versus Terra Electric Snorlax. Who
I
wins?
got you beat, Tristan. My Terra Dark Pecharon is going so hard right now.
Yeah, all right, bro.
Come on, man.
And Great Tusk's wiener is very dark, so
All right.
that's
All
cool.
right. Oh.
Well, okay, we gotta hurry up. We need to choose a spot
We are in
immediately.
late night James mode.
I'm going
Put it
to.
in. Just put it in.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Listen,
That's what
it's
I
up
said.
to y'all. It's up to y'all. I'm just saying my perspective.
I would personally, I'd put it fifth, but I think you guys probably would have Kyle's team better, so I'm willing to compromise and just go sixth.
Harris, your opinion? Harris.
Yeah, but it's 6.
Okay.
That works for me.
James Lee Green. James.
Can you hear me? Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
Where is it at?
hold on.
We're saying 6 right now.
I'm
Or do you
Six.
think
That's
it's-
fine. That's
Okay.
fine.
Right. Yeah, like I said, I think Tristan's teams are very interchangeable, at least from my perspective.
Yeah, I think these three kind of whatever. And honestly, these four. It's like kind of whatever.
This is like one of the most negative opinions I've ever had of a season draft. This is
That's what I'm saying. Like it.
like if I had my way, like this is just my tier list, I would have Kyle below myself, and everything Kyle down, I'd be like, I actively don't like this team.
This is I think it's just the 16-man draft, and like I think we have a lot of
Absolutely.
good players in here, so they're not gonna fuck around. Like the people that did, like Bionis and Times and Glimpse, like their teams suck cock. So if you did fuck around, your team probably didn't get ranked very well.
These teams are like super close. Like, cause I feel like most teams. Maybe I feel like most teams are like flawed, and it's like so. It's just a matter of like, okay, what flaw are we taking? It's like choosing a romantic interest when you think about it. You gotta what flaws are you willing
This
to
is
accept?
just like Honey Pop. You're right.
True. Mystery's favorite video.
Yo,
game
NCL
of
Honey
all
Pop
time.
stream, what?
You know what? I did download it for free the other day. Is it time? Are we staying up in the podcast channel?
No. You're not staying. Don't you work tomorrow?
Yes, I do.
It is 1 in the morning.
Chat. If you want a NCL Honey Pop playthrough together, please type in the chat a word. Can we see some words in the chat if you want that? A Honey Pop. Yes, sir. No, Harry, stop spamming.
It's a dating sim, Glimpse. Yeah.
It's like a
Oh, no, Glimpse, you're bad. You can't see that. Hold on.
Anyway, this is gonna wrap it up. So if you guys care about getting a screenshot or whatever, leave a little opening for you. I just want to thank everyone that first of all was in the audience. I appreciate the fuck out of you guys for sticking all the way through. A lot of you guys were here from the start to the finish. Sky, you're one of them. Monster, you were here for a majority of it. Koinu.
Yes.
Ava felt like you were here for a while. Robert, all my goats. Glimpse, Blue, yeah. Max got here like halfway through. Spice, legend, absolute legend. Shout out to you. Shout out to your kid too. Shout out to them.
True.
Staying up late. We don't give a fuck about them. Fuck them kids. We need NCL.
Now the kid probably watching with us. Yeah.
Well, hopefully they're not listening too much of the language used. But other than that, I just want to thank my beautiful co-host James, who is on a work trip right now, but he made this shit happen. Shout out to James. Everyone give him some love. He did not have to do this, so we appreciate him. Shout out to Jamal, my other co-host, Goat. And Tristan and Harris on pretty last minute notice, hopping in. So I appreciate the fuck out of you guys.
Make sure to put some W's in the chat.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I appreciate the opinions. You guys make it work. So
and you know what?
Cheeseballs rubbing on my mic, so he wants to be fed and go to bed. So
and you know what, guys? Make sure the people who watch the video and the people listening right now, make sure to comment your own personal rankings of the teams. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let us know in the comment section below.
Hello.
Hi, James.
Hello.
Sorry.
Goodbye.
Just want to as well say that for those who are listening, and we'll put an announcement out after this pod, you do get 3 hours. I know it's late at night, but we're doing this special anyways. So if you were here, little special thank you for being here. You get 3 hours to fix the team. So remember, same with D2 when we do it.
Last chance, Grace.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
this
make
is
sure
like
you
legit last chance.
make sure you follow me on Twitter at Base Mystery, sub to me on YouTube, Mystery CD, sub to James Windrazers, YouTube and Twitch. Follow Tristan on Instagram, crowgunk.collector. And follow Jamal and Harris on the Smoke On forums. So, without further ado, we're gonna end this shit.
True. One day we'll get proper things to link.
That would be great. But until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out and bye bye.